there's only one position for an Alana here. I know I don't have the Inquisitor job, but they think they can get it back, but they're going to try and kill me to get it. They think they're the real Alana, but I'm the real one. We all know that.
Okay.
Because it's what I would do.
Have you considered, outside of all of this, for starters, that you have some deep-seated emotional problems that you need to confront in yourself? Your reaction should not be, upon seeing a version of yourself, is they are going to try and kill me. It shouldn't be.
You've seen me before, you know I would.
There are only specific circumstances where you see a version of yourself and say, oh god, one of us has to die.
Right, but if you know I would, then it's a perfectly natural thing for me to think they're going to kill me because you know I would.
Okay, consider the alternative at this juncture.
The alternative is I kill those other two Alanas, get my job back as an Inquisitor, because I'm really, really good at it. Come on, Sparkles, you know I love this. It's what I live for, and it's what they're gonna die for.
I'm not going to help you murder two of yourself.
Welcome to
Happy birthday, Nick.
No. We had my birthday. It was state mandated birthday time, and now it is not, okay?
Happy birthday, Nick.
Yeah, it's today.
No, it's not. Hi everyone, just
Happy
an
Monday,
update.
Nick.
The lighting is going to get fucked up here as the evening goes on because I've not got the big light shining in my face because it's 30 goddamn centigrade in the United Kingdom today and I will melt, but I might have to put that on later. Yeah, it's the Guild of Echoes. Welcome in. Hope everyone's having a good evening. Hope they're keeping cool as well. Who would like some inspiration?
Not me. I'm so confident that I'm going to be able to get inspiration during this session that I don't need to do a recap.
I already
I'm
have
impressed. Fine, I'll do it and give myself inspiration.
No,
Someone
no,
quit.
don't let him. Keith, go for
Save us,
inspiration.
Keith.
Fine. Seems like me focus session last week most time anyway. The aftermath of Hannah losing all her items appears to be that because of the way the mirror runs anti-teleportation magic works was that they had phased out into the, I think, the red dimension as opposed to the blue dimension of the lock, of the puzzle that was pressing one of the locks. I can't remember which one it was, but it's quite some time ago, so bear with me on that one. So Ao went and got some of the liquid from the red room from there, came back and melded all of Hannah's composite realities back into herself, I think was the general gist of that one.
That's right.
Yep. Then I get very, very hazy on every other details because my character was dealing with shock.
The ham sandwich dimension.
Oh yes, the ham sandwich dimension. Yes, the ham sandwich dimension happened.
Yep.
Yes, it was great.
Met Joris.
Yeah, met Joris, and I after Hannah had recovered, went to see where Grant had vanished off to, and threw items around until one fell into the ham sandwich dimension,
And into grounded.
which grounded used to triangulate the location of the exit. Jumped on a magic carpet that she had because professional adventurer. And her and the wizard escaped the magic escaped the ham sandwich dimension, and then reactivated all the traps in that room, which was a powerful soporific sleep spell that would literally put you to sleep to death, which we all escaped. And I think at that juncture we went back to Cantnor, talked with Petra, talked with
Ansel Peters.
Ansel, who is the artificer that Gargoyle has stolen a set of power armor off of.
Liberate.
And Ao had tried to kill once. No, had arranged for assassins to kill once.
And also killed his dog.
Yeah, and also killed his dog.
I did not kill his dog. The assassins did.
The dog was a robot. It's vague. And then nothing else happened.
Yeah, nothing else.
There are 3 Alanas now because everyone was resurrected and we killed Alana twice already, so she's apparently been resurrected twice despite the fact that's not how resurrection works.
Yep, there are currently 3 Alanas. I am actually going to turn this light on in the end because I've been looking at the screen and it's not looking good, so witness what I'm staring into all the time. I'm going to turn that down a little bit, otherwise I will die. There we go. Because the cameras lag basically when there's not enough light. So
I just messed with my OBS settings.
So I think we're going to start with grounded Ao and Gargoyle in Petra's house with Ansel Peters and the Harpies. You're sat there, you're continuing to talk, and you hear footsteps on the staircase. 2 sets of footsteps. And they come creaking down the stairs. And you sort of only see the legs as they're coming down just from the angle you're at in the living room. But you hear a voice you recognize say, "We're just popping out." And that voice is Ruzad the Blastings. As 2 copies of Ruzad the Blasting walk down the stairs and walk out, never to be seen again. Okay, back to Hannah.
Why 2?
Because Ruzad died twice.
Oh yeah. Why isn't the Ruzad who died earlier in like Alana's office, which has to be someone else's office now?
He popped out.
Popped out. He's popping out. Yeah. Refuses to elaborate. Leaves.
It's a shame. It's a shame because if Ruzad had died one more time, we could have had a barbershop quartet of Ruzads.
Oh my god! Can you imagine?
Gargoyle sees them and on their way to the door quickly fumbles into his bag to try and get out the fractal armament, and then they're gone before
They're gone. Yeah, they're already gone. So back to Alana and Hannah. Alana Free, who I'm going to identify by the fact that she has a slightly softer expression looking at Hannah than the other 2. Says,
I suppose Alana 2 is going to have at least a soft-ish expression.
Oh yeah, but Alana Free is the softest expression.
So, wait. Just, is Alana 3 the most recent one, or the first one?
Alana Free is Alana Free is the one that has existed all this time.
Okay.
Alana 1 is the one you killed in the teleportarium, who basically didn't know the Guild of Icons, just considers them a menace that needs to be dealt with. Alana 2 is the one you killed in 24, and who, had some feelings for Hannah, but Alana 3 is the one that has been resurrected canonically by the Guild of Icons.
What did we do to make her not think the Guild of Icons is a menace?
Resurrect her.
She has a better opinion of us the more we kill her.
Paradoxically.
Resurrected her once, which you didn't have to do. And secondly, she did see what happened with the rescue efforts in Cantlaw after the volcano explosion, which admittedly was your fault, but you didn't have to rescue all those people.
Alana 3 just wants to... You first.
One could say that we perhaps care more about the people of Cantlaw than the person who is willing to let them die through an action.
Absolutely. I'm not saying she thinks you're better for it. It has changed her worldview of what you are.
Alana Free may also arrest us and use us as collateral to get her job back, whereas Alana's want to actually kill us.
And assume they have a job.
And both kill themselves.
So
Anyway, we'll find out.
Alana and Alana look to you, and Alana says,
Which one?
Alana Free. Alana Free says, this is probably going to go better over coffee.
I will let you pick the place. One of you can pick the price.
Same place as last time?
Or the blink beam.
Those two won't know where that is.
Well, we can go there now. And Alana 1 kind of just tuts and shakes her head. Alana Free.
And I trust them not to kill me. They seemed very, very, very intent on killing me last time I saw them.
Alana 1 says, for now.
Excellent. Growth. This is all we want.
Alana's 2 and 3 smile at that.
I've had a long day
rice.
So yeah, they take you to the same coffee spot as before. Order 3 coffees for them and 1 coffee for you, and sit down. And Alana Free takes a big deep sigh and goes,
The name calling situation was just ridiculous.
what did you do?
Me, specifically? Nothing.
Yeah, that was the question I was definitely asking.
It's the one I'm answering, though. You know this
Come
game
on.
by now. Be specific with the questions.
She leans forward and says, come on, you can tell me. What am I gonna do? And Alana 1 goes, I know what you should do.
You're still capable of doing that.
Alana
Alana
1 actually
too.
Alana 1 actually looks at 2 and
she's made it
3.
very clear.
1 looks at
And
2
she's
and
made it
3,
very, very clear.
scoffs and goes, I know I need to be disappointed in myself, but I'm disappointed in you 2 versions of myself more, Lani. Come on. First pretty girl smiles at you, and it's been a week. The other 2 blush a little at that, because it has not been very long.
Has it been a week yet? Have we gone over that point?
Technically speaking, Alana died when you arrived at Cantlaw, so it is, I think, now 1 week from that day. It may be like just less than that, but it's about a week.
At this point, I'll also double check that I still have my immunity, right? I still have my days worth of immunity for all prosecution from anyone at all from the Inquisitors. Not that Alana's currently an Inquisitor at all. I just want to double check this from me to you as a Nick. To DM Nick.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Cool, great.
And Alana goes, look, we know it's got to have been one of you.
Okay, good. That's progress.
Which one was it?
A question
guess.
that's now more difficult to answer if you're asking about Alana.
You can probably guess which one it was.
Was it the bird?
It was not the bird.
Was it the tiefling?
It was not the tiefling. Wait. No, it was not the tiefling. And this is me trying to work out whether I, as Tannen, know that Ao is
You do.
You were there.
human, question mark.
You do know that A is a tiefling.
Oh, then, there, I will rephrase my answer. You're going to have to be more specific about tiefling.
Okay.
It was not grounded, no.
Alana 1 is going to frown a little and say,
It's not as one tiefling. It's not like I only know one tiefling, but yeah, it was not grounded.
I should just be putting daggers up your fingernails right now. But these 2 insist. Fine, I will ask the questions. Was it Ao Dunwich?
I believe that the weirdness currently requiring 3 of you to exist at once is indeed Ao Dunwich's fault, yes.
Fine.
You've also grown. You've managed to start asking questions. This is what we wanted last time. You've also managed to start asking questions without stabbing someone. Real
I asked
growth.
questions last time, you refused to answer, and so I stabbed you.
You weren't particularly civil about asking questions. Also, you're asking Razad the questions
I meant
And
you generally.
Yeah, you're going to be very specific with the case of you here.
Fine.
You follow
fine.
rules. It's what you do. You know how to play this game.
Speaking of games, there's one other thing. And
I'm holding a campaign at my place tonight. Would you be interested in being the third party member?
Oh, Christ.
no, Alana Free is actually going to interrupt Alana One and say, and grab your arm and say, I need to go to the bathroom. Will you come with me? And is going to try level best to sort of come with me.
Please excuse us.
And
Let's
you
go
two
for
get
a
up
walk.
and go, and as soon as you are out of earshot of the table, Alana Free whispers to you, looking straight ahead as if she's not, to make it just look like she's walking. They are going to try to kill me. There's only one position for an Alana here. I know I don't have the Inquisitor job, but they think they can get it back, but they're going to try and kill me to get it. They think they're the real Alana, but I'm the real one. We all know that.
Okay.
Because it's what I would do.
¿Por qué no lo stress?
Have you considered, outside of all of this, for starters, that you have some deep-seated emotional problems that you need to confront in yourself?
Hang on, I'm going to roll for
Because
insight.
your reaction should not be, upon seeing a version of yourself, is they are going to try and kill me. It
You've
shouldn't
seen
be.
me before. You know I would.
That is what I'm guessing at here, yes. There are only specific circumstances where you see a version of yourself and say, oh god, one of us has to die.
Right, but if you know I would, then it's a perfectly natural thing for me to think they're going to kill me because you know I would.
Okay.
We at the Guild of Icons would like to mention that this is a very deep dive into capitalism and the things that it makes us do.
Okay. Alright, this is me as a player trying to remember things. Ayo's offered you a job, yes?
Yes.
Are you going to accept said job and leave Cantor?
No.
Consider the alternative at this juncture.
The alternative is I kill those other two Alanas. I get my job back as an Inquisitor because I'm really, really good at it.
I mean, she has one thing going for her. She is the only one of the three who is armed. I never got that sword back from her.
She says, come on, Sparkles, you know I love this. It's what I live for. And it's what they're going to die for. Or
It's what
kill
you
for.
fight for as well.
Yeah. I'm not going to help you murder two of yourself. That does not seem right. And also, this entire situation also does not seem particularly right. And I wish I paid more attention during arcane studies, but jeez. How do three of you happen at once?
You said it was Dunwич's fault, right? Take it up with Dunwich. I didn't do it. But, okay, you don't want to kill... I get you don't want to kill me twice, all right? You're infatuated with me.
Yeah,
That's fine. I understand. You've got a crush.
I've already killed... I will kill you as many times as it takes, and I've demonstrated this twice already.
Well, then what's wrong with doing that to those two?
Because each and every time I've killed you so far, I've offered you the option to stand down, and you've said no.
Okay, I can work with that.
No, you cannot.
No. Hear me out. And at this point, you've gotten to the bathrooms and you're just sort of having a conversation while washing your hands because neither of you actually need to go. But it's like, okay, hear me out. What
Hear
if
me out. I'm sure I can win you over on killing me.
What if I hire you as my bodyguard? And then, if they try to kill me, when they try to kill me, you can give them an option to give up trying to kill me. They won't, because you know I wouldn't. And then you could kill them, guilt-free, right? You're doing your job protecting me. It's an act of defense, not self-defense, admittedly, but defense. Huh?
You kill
think we should
Alana a fourth time, you're going to get numb to it.
is for achieving killing Alana 4 times. Going for 5 at this juncture.
Now, I think it might be worth pointing out that it is technically still self-defense if it's in defense of someone else, despite the name.
There we go. Semantically, thanks to that disembodied demon voice, I'm fine. I said what I meant. I didn't.
I really do hope
No, I
that
take it as a compliment.
I really do hope that AO could be a part in a conversation with the 3 of them at least once before we have to kill him.
It might happen.
Fine. Until properly dismissed from the service, I promise that no Alana will kill an Alana. There we go. Now, can we go back to the table and try and work out how this happened?
Great. Excellent. So I'm going to
Note
need
the
you
wording. Note the wording on that one, Nick.
to... I note the wording. She's noted the wording as well. I'm going to need you to stay at my
God.
place. This isn't a me coming on to you thing, all right? I live with the other 2 Alanas. It's the best place to kill me.
Again, have you considered that you have deep-rooted emotional problems that you need to confront to this juncture?
You keep saying that, but we both know I'm perfect.
I hate this woman, Nick. I hate this woman.
She's offering you an out for not being here next week.
Help, my Yandere stalker got cloned twice and wants me to stay at her house.
How are you going to bodyguard me if I'm killed in the middle of the night by an extremely attractive woman? And she points at herself in the mirror. That one. But not this one. The other.
It's sound logic.
Just another
Like,
line in the
perfect.
mirror run now.
We should do our hair differently. This might make it easier.
Alright. Shoot.
Someone really needs to introduce Alana to the concept of hats.
White hat, grey hat, and black hat, Alana.
They just keep changing the hats around.
Yeah, they'll just swap hats. They'll do that to you. Okay, the 2 of you leave the bathroom. Or do you need a bit of a moment in the bathroom to come to terms with what's happening?
I'm not sure Alana 3's relationship with hats because something happened with AO Dunwich.
It's true. She did fall
Hat
into
wears
it.
you.
Yeah. Okay, you head
I mean,
back.
there is something. I definitely somewhat saved her life at least once after killing her twice.
And offered her a job. So meanwhile, in Petra's house, you're drinking coffee, but having probably a more pleasant conversation, even if you did kill one of the members of the conversation's dog.
That was AO
That's
here.
an achievement.
That Yi's doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah, Ao has finally caught up from her
AO
investigation.
steps out of the mirror and she says, I'm done scouting, everything is fine. And like part of her coat is like still kind of on fire.
Yep, that tracks.
Everything is fine. It is terrible in there.
It's made of paper.
AO Dunwich exiting the mirror run like she just took a massive shit in the bathroom. It's like, oh, you wouldn't believe how bad it is in there.
Do not go in there. I need sound advice, to be honest.
AO hears that joke. She looks back to the mirror. I could go back to the lock. It'd be less painful.
I didn't make. It's me, Pixel. I made the joke.
No,
Okay.
the one Grounded made.
What are you all doing in Petra's room? What is Team Pleasant Coffee doing while Team Unpleasant Coffee is having probably a very frigid staring contest with each of you?
Wait,
Well,
AO?
Me?
What joke?
Yeah. The one about it being terrible? It being paper? It's terrible?
Huh? Oh. What was the joke?
You
It
just
was
said
terrible.
it. Anyway, how is everybody here?
I took a ladle to the face.
I, as a player, am just wondering why Patcher seems to be staring me down when she's the one who offered my help.
Oh no, Ansel is staring at Ao. This is just the only direction I can look.
Oh.
When I'm looking directly at you, I'm also looking directly at like everyone. That's where the screen is for me.
This is a streamer. He looks at people playing D&D.
Regardless, it's wonderful to see all of you friends and Ansel.
Petra goes, I noticed you brought a knoll.
No, we cleared up the Knoll thing last session.
Yeah, no, it's gone back to the bestiary, but
Then
the
knoll
Petra's
was
just trying to make conversation, really.
Yeah. The Knoll. That was. It got into the small artifact storage. It got a hold of all the wands.
Oh, that sounds fun. Did you?
It wasn't.
Would you like a coffee? Everyone else has coffee. Or tea.
I'll take a coffee. I don't like it, but I need it. Today's been.
I know what you mean. She goes and pours a coffee for you and comes back. So what's your plan now?
After the. Well, I'm sure you've probably seen some people are back.
The two Ruzad thing I'm still confused about, but Ruzad...
I'm sorry, the what?
Ah, right. Yeah, there were two Ruzad the Blastings. They came down the stairs. Kind of just left, said they were going out.
Okay, so I may have used a wish spell in the middle of the mirror dimension that connects to everywhere else in the material plane. It may, and this is just me taking a guess. I'm no wizard, but I do know quite a bit about it. I'm thinking it may have. See, the wish was just for the people who were killed while, at the school and in the mirror run to be revived. Since we got here, it's been a not great time for a lot of people. I figured we owe them that much, and I think it may have caused a catalyst with the mirrors. If there's two Rosads, then I wonder if it's only contained to the school and mirror run.
I hope so.
Gargoyle looks a very tiny bit angry that he didn't think of that.
I think both me and Gargoyle have the same Arcana score, which is hilarious.
Yes, I think you do.
You might have one higher.
Okay. See.
So depending on how it interacted with the with leaving the mirror run and leaving the mirror run and entering the plane. Oh no, Alana.
Wait, what do you mean?
You Rosettes.
Gargoyle looks
Wait.
at Ao.
The cannons.
Dimples.
Dimples. We have another. Ooh, we should.
Are we all just running to the Overlook Tavern? There's
I'm
not
thinking
in silence. We can totally book it.
We'll be right back. We got an appointment with Dimples.
Wait, before we go, I need to check something. So Petra, and Grounded points to Joris, who I assume is still there unconscious.
And looking extremely confused.
Unconscious?
Yeah.
You can do both.
Okay. So you don't know this guy?
No. Never seen him in my life.
Yeah, it's just that he said he worked in the quarry.
He didn't say
he
burst
sort-
into quarry. We just
Or he sort of
based
implied he did. Like, he has nothing but stone spells.
Could be a. No, all the researchers we should have seen him at the quarry.
Can I tell if Petra's not telling me something?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Yep. Grounded, notably wise. 12.
12. With a 12, it's not enough to know everything, but you get the suspicion Petra's not being level with you.
I'm getting the suspicion you're not being level with me.
Like, no, I've never seen this man in my life.
Maybe Joris is just that embarrassing a person to know.
If it got out that Petra associated with Joris, done for her reputation.
I mean, if it got out that Petra associated with the Guild of Icons.
Mhm.
No, see, there's a difference between being associated with hardened criminals and being associated with Joris.
Hardened? We've barely even spent a week in prison.
It's true, you did spend a week in prison once, yeah.
I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it hasn't. It has never been successfully convicted of a crime yet. You're heading off, sneaking out to the Overlook Tavern.
I think we're just casually leaving because that seems like the atmosphere.
You can just leave, yeah. You can just hit the bricks. And meanwhile, having coffee with three Alanas is Hannah. Hannah, you notice when you get back to the coffee table, you notice that Alana Free is looking at her mug carefully. Very carefully.
Okay. So, the three of you. What now then?
Well, first I've got to ask a question, says Alana Free. Did either of you two, she says to Alana 1 or 2, poison this drink? And Alana 1 and Alana 2 say, no. Alana Free frowns and says, liars.
Oh yeah, that would work in herself, wouldn't it?
Three people who hate each other and they can't lie to each other.
They can lie, but they know exactly when the lie has been said, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't want to poison you that quickly, right? Like, I don't want to dance around this issue at the moment. Are you all trying to kill each other?
Alana 1, 2, and 3 all say no. Pretty much at the same time, sort of speaking over each other. But then they all look at each other really suspiciously afterwards. Alana 2 gets up and says, no, wait, I need the bathroom. Could you come with me?
Oh, this is great.
I'm going to look at Lana 3 and Lana 1. Please don't kill each other while I'm gone. I'll be exceptionally disappointed in you both.
Alana 3 says, be back soon. Or come
Will
back
do.
soon, not even. Yeah.
The antics continue with Lana, Curly, and Mo.
Yeah. As soon as you're out of earshot, Alana 2 goes, they're going to try and kill me.
Yes, because you are
Because I'm the
really
real Alana.
the real Lana, yes.
Yeah, yeah. How did you... Oh, I guess you know what we're
You
like.
you know how.
Yeah, you know what we're like.
I suppose you want to make sure that I ensure your safety, right?
That'd be great. If I...
I'll tell you what. Until Alana dismisses me from Alana service, I will make sure an Alana does not kill another Alana. How does that sound to you? Good.
Great.
Great.
I didn't think you'd be so eager to do... I'm touched.
I am eager to get this entire situation over.
Is this Alana too?
Yeah.
This is Alana 2.
This Alana is the most recent one to the fan art of you.
Yeah.
So she
This is one we bought chestnuts with. Yes.
she smiles at you, blushes a little, and says, "I'm so glad you're this eager to spend some time with me. You know you're gonna have to
Don't.
stay at our place. I mean, we'll put you up in your own room. It's fine. I have a couple of rooms. I'll need to repurpose it. It was normally for when I took work home with me, but
Have you considered that you have deep-seated emotional problems that you need to confront within yourself?
what do you mean? I'm perfect. We all know this. Come on."
Max and Joe.
Is this just a three-way plan for all of them to get Hannah home?
Not freeway, two-way plan. One of them absolutely does not agree, and I can't wait for that scene in a second. Yes,
Yeah.
back we go
when we
to
get
the
them over,
Overlook
it'll make for a
Tavern.
fearsome foursome.
Back
Yeah,
we
the
go to the
problem with-
Overlook Tavern.
I was thinking
You know, the problem with the Alanas,
Go on.
we've got 3 Amazons and they all consider themselves the Prime.
I was going to walk up
Ouch.
to the, if I'm right, still closed tavern
It is still closed, yeah.
and do the secret knock we were taught or whatever.
Okay, you
Is,
do the
is
se-
that using the
secret
key that you have? Is that the secret knock?
Fine. like halfway through like an overly complex knocking rhythm, Ao just goes, "Fine, gargoyle, fine," and opens the door normally.
Yeah, even as you get to near the door, though, you can start to hear like happy chanting and like drink, 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 way! And you open the door, and
It's
there's
only-
Dimbles.
Yeah, it's only
Just
Dimbles, right?
Dimbles, yes. Oh, and Foul Leg Robert. Foul Leg Robert's here, just behind the bar serving drinks, looking very confused. Looks at you and goes, "Uh-huh. Your thing, right?"
It's
Hey, Dimble. I've got brilliant news.
I looked at the bartender. Long story short, mass cascade of a revival spell.
That's far too long a story. Dimbles looks at Gran and he goes, "Landed at York!" Hey. Runs over. "Let's get a drink."
Yep, I've got good news. You've got a twin now.
I've got a what? I
Right,
didn't
so
even know I was pregnant.
I do not know enough about nature to question this.
A reminder that Dimbles is canonically the one that raw dogs everything. And has had multiple STIs.
Alright, so
Careful.
basically, hey, wait, how much do you remember?
Well, we did the show. Then I got really drunk, and that's when my memory stops.
Ah,
Woke
Oh,
up in the bar,
well.
place was trash, must have been a great party.
oh yeah, you got shot and died.
What?
Yeah, you know the Inquisitor, Alana.
What?
Wait, do you? Okay, so this Inquisitor called Alana. She showed up, interrupted the party.
Right.
Yep, her dude shot you, and you died. But then we brought you back to life with a resurrection.
Nice.
One of
That's
those
why I'm
spells.
here then. Yeah,
Yep.
like it.
Then she had you and the rest of the cannons dragged off, and then Ao did a thing. Like first she nearly killed us all. Then she
I
did
didn't know such thing.
Then she saved us. Well, then she saved me. And then she wished that everyone came back to life, and now everyone's back to life. But it looks like everyone who got resurrected is back to life multiple times. So you basically you're sort of like a clone, and you've got another clone. Like, you know, it's like my favorite children's story growing up, Farscape.
Right, but now hang on. That's not a twin, is it? Because a twin, you've had separate lives. You've got different memories, right? But that's
Like a
another me.
super twin, even more twin than twin.
How drunk is Dimbles likely to be at this point? I'm going to roll a d20 for the number of pints. Enough. Can't wait to make out with myself, he says.
I think that's valid if you. Yeah.
And
really.
I turn to the bartender. We'll be think plans are currently in motion to get the cannons out. I give it a day, 2 maybe, and they'll be back here, hopefully.
But like Robert goes, nice. Get your drink.
Yeah, we could use a long rest.
Drink.
I
drink.
need-
Drink.
I
Long rest
need
off the tap at the moment, but I do have short rest.
Gargoyle remembers something and then just puts one talent, which is like, wait a minute, and goes down beneath the tavern, brings out the cloak that Raynar gave Grounded, walks out the back, and then comes in a minute later empty-handed.
Interesting. Okay.
Straight off the cliff.
Oh.
Okay, I'll test. Did you burn it or throw it off the cliff? I would have gone with burning. That's what I did.
I'm pretty sure he flushed it.
Well, drinks all round then, eh?
Drinks.
I'll just have water. It didn't go so well the last time I drank.
Got it. Water. And for you,
I
short
will-
rest.
I will have a coffee, but not here. I apologize. Grounded? You should go see that priest about the thing.
Oh, yeah. Has someone disappeared?
Why has everyone just
Yeah,
changed
I'm grounded
location?
now.
Has someone changed names?
Oh, sorry, I think my name's messed up in Discord thanks to its server
No,
name
I'm
change.
grounded,
No, you're-
and I run up ceilings, and I jump off
Sorry.
them.
That's
Lickety
all right.
split.
I was just
You should
confused.
be fine. You still have the 0 in the front of your
We're
name.
doing the
I
body
found
swap
my
episode
friends and
I've
used
had planned
voices
for
in my
ages.
head
It's
as an
just I didn't know
excuse.
we were doing it.
I'm sorry, I literally just broke the stream.
This is not fair. I sound like that.
Although
I
this
just
would
broke
be a
everything.
really
My
easy
bad.
way to do a body swap stream. Actually, just have one of you rename yourselves and then we're good to go.
I mean,
Yeah,
Oxford
so-
did that bit.
Right,
Oh my
well,
god, we do the PvP event, but it's body swapped. We have to
it
learn how
turns-
to use each other's classes.
It
Okay.
turns out the new Discord name thing has messed up my name switch. Sorry.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. I will move the
I'm
pictures
sorry,
around.
everyone.
No worries.
No, it's fine.
No worries. I've just got to shuffle some peeps. Yeah, I don't
Thanks,
think there's.
Discord,
I,
'cause
I don't think there's ever been a D&D podcast that hasn't done a body swap one. It is.
Hmm.
It's
It
the
is very
done
fun.
thing. It is.
it's just
yeah.
part of life.
There we go. You're all back in the right position again.
It's the done thing normally done by a witch of some kind.
Hey.
Thank you, Discords. That was very helpful and necessary.
Mm. Right. Anyway, we are back. We're going to.
Yeah.
So you're grabbing coffee. Sorry. Go for what you were saying.
very specifically, because I feel like AO could I know this is kind of metagaming, but I feel like it's something AO could put together. AO was there last time Alana and Hannah got coffee, and if Alana's seeking answers, it'd be at coffee.
You can definitely think that and head over there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We will
And-
jump to Hannah for one more scene before you arrive, but yeah, you can definitely do that.
And like I'll just make plans with these two to meet up at the school of or the God Hall.
Consideration.
Yeah, but I think they're going to the God Hall, so
Your choice.
y'all-
You can just say you'll meet up with them wherever they're going.
yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'll just say I'm going to go pick up Hannah real quick.
Yeah. So back to Hannah, who is of course having coffee with three very suspicious Alanas. Alana 2 obviously returns and says, "Did any of you poison this drink?" And Alana 3 and Alana 1 say, "No, of course not. Drink up." And Alana 3 says, "Liars."
New coffee, please, on all their tabs.
The barista goes, "There, tabs? I've only got one tab."
The same person, and they're working on it apparently.
Why would you order
Gotta-
it now when you know for sure that this is going to happen at least one more time?
Hey,
Because
what-
then she can pay for 16 coffees.
Hey, weren't you in that play? It was on the other night.
You know, it's very, very funny. I noticed a resemblance to me there. I must have inspired one of the brass cannons.
That's cool. Shit play, but it was cool. And
it's fun.
yeah, coffee's coming
Yeah,
up.
how's your girlfriend? London to York.
While
God.
while those coffees are coming up, Alana 1 gets up and says, Paladin, come with me.
To be fair, this one's more likely to murder Hannah instead of asking for her protection.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's the concern I've currently got. I look at the other two and go, I'll see you both in 5 minutes if I'm not at the bathroom. Please try not to kill each other.
What do you mean? Of course we wouldn't kill each other. And the one goes, liar!
We haven't
Anyway,
taken
yeah.
a long rest.
Bathroom.
you step out, and the moment you're out of earshot, Alana 1, the original flavor Lana,
Yeah.
says, as much as it pains me to say this, I need your help.
With what?
There are 2 highly intelligent inquisitors who are going to do their level best to murder me.
I mean,
I
one
need
of them
you
is
to
an Inquisitor.
I need you to take them out before they can do so.
Which Inquisitors would those be?
I think you know.
The other 2 versions of yourself?
Yes.
Have you considered that you have deep-seated emotional problems that you need to confront within yourself?
Roll me a persuasion check.
I mean, do I have a success chance here?
I'll tell you once you've rolled a persuasion check.
You've got
Ooh,
inspiration.
I do have inspiration. I am going to use it.
You know, it's weird that Alana 1 may be the most emotionally stable of the Alanas.
This is the one that hasn't flirted before.
I mean, it's also
20.
the one that has some of the PTSD of
20
dying.
is not going to be enough.
Nice.
And she looks at you and says, of course not. So,
Of course not.
you know the job.
Just of course not.
Take out the other 2 before they can take me out. I will require you to stay at my lodgings.
I am not intending to murder the other 2. I will, however, make sure neither of them murder you. Or at least I will ensure that another Alana murders another Alana in my presence. How does that sound to you?
Puts a crimp in my plans, but I'm sure I can work around it.
The entire different attitude and terminologies and language being used really sets in how much the Guild of Icons can fuck up one person's life within a week.
I should have done this
Yeah.
with Petra as well. You can see like ultra exhausted or just gradual stages of exhaustion throughout time.
Turns out,
Yeah, I mean, my
every
take.
cup of coffee you die.
Like Alana 3 has at least some level of respect and friendship with Hannah. Alana 2 still has that schoolgirl crush, and Alana 1 just hates Hannah so much.
I take umbrage to the word friendship there.
I
I said
mean,
some level.
my
it's
takeaway
just-
here is that Hannah just has loads of crazy exes, and she's the only commonality.
Have you considered Hannah?
Hannah must defeat her 3 evil
evil
Alanas.
They are evil. They are canonically evil. Protection against evil and good will work on you.
I'm not playing a level 1 bard. I can't be Scott Pilgrim. Right.
So she looks at you. Do you accept?
Lead the way.
Good. Where are your bags at the moment? I'll have them brought over.
I don't have any.
Haha.
You must have some luggage.
Okay.
I travel fairly light.
That's pretty clever, though.
It was, wasn't it?
Like-
The only bags
That's
Hannah
fine.
has are under her eyes.
At the moment, yeah.
Where have you been
Like,
staying?
aside
then?
from Anna, that'd be telling.
Yes, that's why I'm asking.
I'm sure we can talk about that over dinner.
Fine, but don't think that your sparkly, magical princess girl nonsense will work on me. Even if it worked on me another time, I am incorruptible. I am the original. I am the Alana.
Where's your stick?
You broke it off in my chest.
You know,
Don't you ever
it's
forget
wild.
it.
It's wild that she remembers all that, but Dimbles remembers nothing.
Dimbles
just
was so drunk when he died. That's the difference. She remembers right up to the point where she died. Dimbles is very hazy on that.
We're going to return to the table.
Yep, you
And
get
I'm
back
going
to
to
the
ask-
table. There is going to be that question. Alana 1 looks at the other two. Did you poison my drink? They go, no, of course not. Liars.
Is my drink poisoned?
No, of course not, they all three say.
Make 3 insight checks.
Are you drinking it? Are you drinking it?
At this juncture, I'm going to start to drink it. If any of them just start to flinch at that juncture, I put it down.
They watch you, Alana 2 and 3 smile lightly. You're fine. Turns out neither of them are going to poison the person they've just hired to protect themselves. You all
I'm going to be
sit
in for a
down,
very interesting evening.
order another
Outside.
round of coffees, presumably.
Yeah, three copies please. I don't need any more coffee at this juncture. I'm good.
And that's when Ao Dunwich arrives.
Oh God, this is worse than I thought it's been.
Ayo, come join us. Have some coffee.
You know, don't mind if I do. And Ao just grabs one and swigs it.
Don't drink the coffee, Ayo.
Too late.
You drink it. Let me look up a poison.
You fucking god.
What
I
would
can
they
just do
use?
this,
What
and
would
it's
they
hilarious.
use? What would they use?
Lana 1 is just like, I know that was poison, but that's thievery.
Purple worm poison is what's currently filling your
Oh yeah.
black tray. That's what she'd use.
You know, it's like purple worm poison. It's a pretty good poison.
No, sorry,
better
actually, what it is, sorry, it's basic poison.
Ah,
Oh yeah, I forgot. I completely forgot one of Ayo's abilities. No, yeah, fine. Ayo, have some coffee.
Yeah, it's,
Alana has hundreds of hit points. Why was she using basic poison?
hold on a second, and I will get there. Alana
Because she's
2.
basic.
Alana 2 looks at Alana 3 and does say exactly that. Basic poison. Typical basic bitch.
Oh, we should have these guys meet Raynor.
so I suppose I have an apology to make. This may have been my fault.
The original Alana says, and what hasn't been, looking at your record?
When you say original, do you mean Alana 1 or 3?
Alana 1. It seems that in the last 8 hours or so, Alana 1 has been looking at a lot of the files from the Inquisition's investigation, which Alana 3 appears to have, stolen from the investigation. Kept at home.
Well,
Might be indicted soon about it. Actually, has already been indicted about it.
Okay, I'm going to need some context. Which one are you?
I'm Alana.
This is the one I stabbed.
Okay, you're murder number
Sorry.
1.
I'm sorry.
Alana
Sorry.
Classic.
That's the one I stabbed with a spear.
Yeah, murder number 1.
That's the one I stabbed with a sword.
Murder
Die,
number 2.
Alana.
Got it.
This is the one I've yet to stab.
She blushes for a second and thinks to herself, no.
Yet to be murder number 3. But speaking of, can I get my sword back?
Alana 2
chance?
slaps Alana 3 on the wrist and goes, Lani, calm down.
I turned to Alana 3. Can I get my sword back by any chance?
No.
I really like that sword.
You come here having caused more problems than you expect me to give you weapons.
I mean, I just want back what's mine. I have plenty of weapons.
Alana 1 flinches at that, like,
And they want the season supply of fucking pearls for the illusion school back, but they can't get them.
Alana 2 is going to stand up and say, sorry, all this coffee is going right through me. I need to go to the bathroom. Ayo, you mind coming with me?
I regret this. Okay.
As you get out of earshot, I have a job for you. The other two Alanas are going to try and kill me. I need you to kill them before they manage it. I'll pay well.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I do have a question for not for Nick, for Alana.
Oh, okay.
I have a question for you.
Shoot.
Has Alana, I'm going to call her yet to be murdered. Or I suppose murdered twice. Anyway, has the most recent Alana of your group passed along my threat by any chance?
Your threat?
See, after you were the one at the tavern, correct?
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was so excited to tell you that. Yes, that's where I died.
Yeah. See, after that, and after we spent some resources to get you back up, you're welcome. She's welcome.
I didn't feel the benefit of it.
Mm-mm. I made a promise, a threat, a promise, that if her and me ever cross blades again, that there would be no more revivals. And it's one I'm going to it's one I'm going to courteously extend to you and the one we killed in the interrogation room. Sorry about that. That was just, I promise that one was just business.
How about a 2-for-1 deal? You extend it to the one you killed in the interrogation room and the other one, and leave me out of it. As I say, I'll pay you well.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing. I prefer not to get into combat with any Alana. And if it comes down to it, I will kill each and every one of you.
I'm hoping you'll do that, but save one, like this me. That's what I'm trying to hire you to do.
What? Why you specifically?
Well, I know your record. You're pretty good at killing Alanas.
I am 2 for 2.
And besides, my number 1 pick has decided not to. 10,000 gold pieces paid in diamonds.
Alana too wouldn't have that on her person.
It's not on a person, no. She's gone to the coffee shop with 10,000 gold pieces in diamonds in a box.
God, you're making this so tempting, but I don't think Hannah would let me.
Half when you kill one of them, half when you kill the other.
Yeah, I'm going to have to kindly reject.
20,000.
No. I'm here for a reason, and that's because we have a hag to deal with.
A what now?
How much are you aware of our activities right before you came in and started attacking us at the tavern?
Do you think I was born yesterday?
I'm just asking, did you see the midnight brawl?
Technically I was born yesterday, but what I mean is, I'm not going to tell you what I know about you because I might need that information, and especially if you're not signing up to do a job for me. If you can't trust me, I can't trust you. Also, you've killed me twice. I definitely can't trust you.
Yeah.
20,000 gold pieces can do a lot, though. And we're going to cut to Gargoyle and Grounded. Gargoyle and Grounded, what are you two up to?
We've been explaining the course of events that happened to Dimples for the 4th time.
Have you? And he's like, "All right, yeah, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, like
So
this
it's like
diagram that we drew. Gargoyle's holding the temporal crystal.
Yeah, Grant is holding a salt and pepper shaker, and she's like, "Okay, so basically, like, it's as if all the salt fell out of it. You know, the top popped off this salt shaker, and it all popped out.
Yeah.
So we refilled it, but then someone scoops up the salt and puts it in a bag or something. So you're the bag of salt, and then out there's this salt shaker that's another Dimples.
So you showed me a picture of myself, and I had a little death.
I think there was a.
Grant is too asexual to understand that.
So what happened to the other? Why is the other me? Where are the rest of them?
Okay, so we Ao tried to make a deal with Alana and convince her that you're all just hostages. But I think, but I don't think she bought it. So as soon as you were apparently released, they just sort of, basically as we were trying to slip away, we saw you get knocked out and carted off. And I think that, as far as we can tell, you, as in the other you, is locked up in the Inquisitor's stronghold in the God Hall. And we were just about we were going to try and get you out, but you know that hag in my head you got help get rid of?
Yeah.
I got brought back too, and she's making me stab people.
Right.
Is this the first time felt like Robert has heard of the hag?
Robert says, "The what now?"
Oh, sorry, Robert. There was a hag in my head making me do stuff.
Half tempted to say you should get out of my pub. Dimples looks at you and says, "We're not going to be able to get the hag out of your head with just me. You're going to need the rest of them." I guess you could try someone else, but...
I wonder if this ring's working. Or if she's just...
Gargoyle tries to remember what he can about the School of Abjuration.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. Okay. So the School of Abjuration is lorded over by a mad wizard.
Oh, wonderful.
You're going to have to be more descriptive.
This is the more mad scientist form of mad wizard.
You're going to have to be more descriptive.
Tendency for interns
and seen the Beholder.
There's a tendency for interns to go missing, but yeah.
Going to have to be more descriptive.
Yeah, you know, it is Magister Culvus Antarian Arcdi.
Wait, I'm sorry, because I'm confused. I forgot Schools of Magic. Abjuration, is that the place that's doing the Dragonfire test?
No, that was Evocation. Abjuration is shield or banishment, that sort of thing. Probably a good idea for getting rid of a hag.
What was that name?
Magister Culvus Antarian Arcdi. Arcdi is title. Magister is title as well. Arcdi, it's equivalent to PhD, but Arcana doctorate.
I hate it.
And I'm getting the vibe that he demands everybody include that.
Oh, you'd better believe you know that he demands that. He's very picky about it. There are several other people here with Arcana doctorates.
I didn't go through 8 years of abjuration school for you to not call me Arcdi.
But yes, Culvus Antarian is insistent.
Does that mean that there is someone in the Conjuration School who has an actual medical doctorate because of the healing spells they cast?
That would be an evocation. Most of them.
I thought Conjuration was the cure spells.
Most of them are evocation now. It's weird. Some of them are necromancy though, so it's sort of mixed.
If you want Conjuration, you've got the one we don't want to deal with at all.
Yeah.
So you have an ND if you're a necromancer.
Yeah. There's probably a rule that lets them challenge anyone who forgets the title to a duel. It's controversial, but the ARC system works.
Oh, goddamn. So yeah, are you all heading off to the School of Abjuration now?
just say,
Okay, so we could try to go into the God Hall without a proper plan and all get killed or arrested or both.
In which order? That'd make a difference.
None of them good. Or we could try to take our chances with the School of Abjuration and potentially the Mad Wizard, who is the Archstaff.
How mad is this wizard? Because, the stats are pretty high.
Definitely mad in a fun way, but not a fun way if you're an intern.
Have you ever read any of the stories about kooky artificers?
Nope, you're the first artificer I've ever heard of, actually. So I actually assume you're the best.
Gargoyle would blush if he functionally could. He cannot.
Just gets a bit ruffled in the neckline.
Yeah.
I don't think the Magister will hate us. I just don't know how completely safe we're going to be. And that is strange to say about a school of abjuration.
Okay, so is this a, might try and kill us sort of thing, or might just cause hijinks? Because we can't really criticize anyone for that, can we?
I don't know, disembodied voice. He tells me everything I know. Would they try to kill us?
Would not try to kill you, might cause hijinks.
Wouldn't try to kill us, might cause hijinks.
Okay, let's hijink this hag out my head.
Nick is the hag that is in all of our heads.
Yes. Okay, so as you head over there, we're going to head back to Hannah. Hannah, you're sat at the table with two Alanas while Ao has disappeared. One Alana brings out a vial of poison and starts to pour it in a coffee cup in front of you. Gives you a little wink.
Really?
I'm going to say this is Alana Free. Alana Free says, well, she'd be disappointed in me if I didn't try. You know that.
You're racking up quite considerable talent, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing compared to the 10,000 in diamonds I've got stashed. We are going to cut back to Gargoyle and Grounded, who arrive at the School of Abjuration. It is sort of a large dome, the School of Abjuration. And inside it's quite cavernly and echoey, and you can hear someone go, ah, blah, blah, blah. That's it, let's do it again, all right, yes. It almost worked this time, almost, let's go, adventure, science. You can't have science without adventure, and you can't have adventure without science. Right, everyone, stand behind the protective wall, except for you, and you, because you will have to activate the experiment. All right, here we go, and there is a bright flash of light. Oh, I need 4 more interns, please.
Okay, Gargoyle?
Yeah, so I have no idea why sometimes they offer to pay you in diamonds when you work here, but...
Yeah.
It's for all the Revivify you might need. Simple.
What needs counter banishment?
Oh, well,
counterspell.
when I was working as a, as a sort of a tour guide, I actually occasionally got paid in diamonds. We called that the Lucy.
But yes, a human mage who looks fairly old, has white hair in sort of scraggly different directions all over his head, peeks out from behind some protective goggles and goes, ha! Visitors, come over here. New interns, right? Come on, no, over here, quick.
How many pairs of goggles is he wearing?
He's wearing 2 pairs of goggles. One on his forehead, one over his eyes. They are 2 different ones. One is smoked glass, one is clear glass.
Would it make more sense for him to just have 2 different
Nope.
Okay, doesn't matter.
Go on, over here. Right, we need your help with the experiment. Right, so
No, we're not interns.
exactly. You're not, of course. Well, anyway, come over here. So, right now, I'm just going to make. Hold on a sec. And he goes over, and there is this dais with another set of goggles on it, and he takes a screwdriver and he tweaks one bit, and he goes, right, I need more crystals. I never have enough crystals. Anyone got any more crystals? Oh, it's fine, I'm sure, but we'll try it again anyway. Put this on. Puts them on an intern who is a young, frightened elf. She says, okay. All right, stay there. Right, I'll activate the thing and just see if it works. All right, now everyone behind the wall except for you, and you. And they go, whoomp, and there's a blinding flash of light, and that intern is gone. And like, we need more. All right.
What happened to her?
Sending them exactly.
Well, you see, these goggles are detect magic goggles. We're hoping that someone's going to be able to put them on and detect the magic that we then fire at them, but it doesn't seem to be working. At the moment, it appears to be amplifying the magical effect that we fire at them and sort of frying their brains and really the rest of them. So we'll need another one. We'll keep going. You can't have progress without a little bit of failure, and it's all very sad, I'm sure, but we never run out of interns. Yes, how may I help you? I'm Magister Culvus Antarin, Arcdi. And your service?
Rat is slowly reaching for her crossbow.
Pixel to all of the other players right now. We could probably use a pair of these to overload the crystal in the evocation cascade event.
And as you reach into your pocket, the Magister reaches forward and grabs your hand and shakes it and goes, "Oh, well, wonderful, excellent, great to meet you. Yes.
My name's Granted Joyce of York.
Oh, Granted of York.
Walk.
Of Walk. Yes. I understand. Everyone gets flustered in front of my majestic brain. And I've seen you around. You're the artificer, Bod, the artificer, the thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, screw jockey, right?
Yes.
Excellent. Right. Well, how can I help you two? I haven't got very long before we've got to put another intern in there and see if we've got it working.
I need to get a hag out of my head to stop it so I don't keep getting forced to stab people.
You what now?
I was
Okay, so
going to
there's a
present
hag.
it as a challenge, but
You have
There's
a
a
hag
hag?
in your head.
And it keeps making me stab people. I'd like to do something about that.
Oh, right. Well, that's easy. Come on, then. And it says,
He
right.
gets the beheading saw.
So what we're going to have to do is very, very easy, okay? I've done this a number of times. It's just going to take a little bit of work, and I'll need you to get me some resources, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to cast an inverted magic circle around you. Very simple. He's sort of dancing around taking measurements. Oh, yeah, so it won't need to be a very big magical circle. Should be all fine. Now, we're going to need some powdered silver and iron, so you'll need to go get that. I hope you're writing this down. Is someone writing this down? Not you, interns. You don't need to keep it. Get back behind the wall. Right. Write this down, 100 gold pieces or so of powdered silver and iron. Now, then what you're going to do is you're going to be inside the magic circle. We'll make it so it's inverted, right? And an inverted magic circle stops forces from being able to leave. Then we'll have you step out of the circle. Now, you might find that very difficult if the hag's already in your head, but you're going to have to do that. Your friends might be able to help you with this, but it might be quite difficult. But get ready for it. Steal your mind, and I'm sure you'll be okay. By the way, that little ring you've got there, I'm going to have to take that off. Not right now. Don't do it now.
Okay.
When you get in the circle. Otherwise, there won't be a conduit. So then we're going to use Bestow Curse. So we'll need a necromancer. We'll get one on secondment. That'll be no problem. Then we'll get a couple. We'll get 4 or 5 of them to cast Bestow Curse on this hag, right? What we're going to do is weaken the hag's mind once they're trapped in the circle, so that what we actually do is something I like to call imprisonment, and we'll bind the hag so that the hag can't get back into your head, all right? Really easy. I wrote my thesis on it one time when I got my ArcD, don't you know?
Why don't we just kill the hag after she's out of my head?
Well, did that work for you?
Oh yeah, until someone revived her.
Right, so
I mean,
best
regardless, he does have a point.
Best bet, minimus containment. Trust me, it'll work. Now, in order for that, though, I'm going to need you to fetch me a large transparent gemstone. A corundum's good, diamonds are good, rubies, really, it must be worth 5,000 gold pieces minimum. And I'm also going to need about 10,000 gold pieces. So
That's
we're going to come back
expensive.
to Ao and Alana. 30,000 gold pieces.
Is this AO 2 or have we moved on to is this Alana 2 or have we moved on to a
This is
different
still
Alana?
Alana too. 30,000 gold pieces. My final offer, all in diamonds.
How do you have this many diamonds?
Very long career.
Okay, look. You are a deeply fucked up person. All three of you. Like, to a serious fucked up degree. I hate all of you.
Thanks. That means a lot coming
honestly-
from you.
I honestly somewhat regret offering the other Alana a job. I also regret that she didn't take it, but that's another story.
Well, of course not. We're better than you.
No, you're not.
You can keep thinking that. 30,000 gold pieces. Final offer. It's a good deal.
Probably get
It's
a
a
bit-
great deal for 2 bodies.
That is a great deal for 2 bodies. But the thing is, I'm not an assassin. I'm the type to hire assassins.
Do you know any I could use? I'll pay a finder's fee.
You know, hilariously, I'm pretty sure Hannah's parents are assassins.
What? Oh, that would be funny.
Funnily enough, I think I accidentally hired them once to kill somebody.
What did Hannah
I
say
need-
when you told her?
She found out the same time I did. It's hilarious.
Oh, that's great. Oh,
But no, I'm not the assassination. Look, just
how do you get in contact with Hannah's parents? Because I think maybe that'd be a cool little thing to do. You know, maybe she'd
okay,
find that
so-
funny. And
So are you're familiar with the Sundered Cities, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So in the Sundered Cities, there's a gang of, for the most part, Kenku called the Is it the Rooks?
Yeah, that's right.
Called the Rooks. I initially hired them because they're highly aggressive and there's 1,000 of them. And apparently they ended up being the assassins that were hired.
Huh, great. Okay, well, I'll get in contact with them. Thank you. Here. And she hands you 50 gold pieces.
I take them. But my only question is, why would you want to kill each other? Like, think about it. If you could somehow get all 3 of you reinstated as Inquisitors, with there being 3 of you, you have unique opportunities. You have alibis that you can create. The amount of espionage you get away with is outstanding. I would love to be in 3 places at once.
I'm sure you would, but there's no way we could trust each other. It's never happening. We're never going to be able to turn our backs on each other. Right now, they've probably poisoned my coffee.
They don't even use the good point. Like, y'all are, for people with so many money, y'all are so cheap.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I took the good poison this morning. And she
You
gives
still
you a
have
little
it
wink.
Do you still have it on you?
No, I put it in one of the coffee cups about 2 coffees ago.
Mm.
And I realized part of the problem is that I'd be disappointed in myself if I didn't poison my own coffee.
Okay, look, the assassination thing, at least for me, isn't going to work out. Hannah would probably be. And I'm kind of already in a kind of rocky working relationship with Hannah.
Just kill her.
No.
That's what I would do. I mean, sure, she's hot, but come on. Gotta have standards. She flicks her hair back. Like I do.
I hate y'all so much. At least I feel like I have an understanding with yet to be killed. But the other 2 of you,
Again,
y'all
I
are
really
deep.
I take that as such a compliment. Thank you. Having read your file, I really am appreciative of this. That's really nice.
okay, look, y'all are gonna have to settle this on your own. I'm sure it'll be a winner take all, like some sort of battle royale that will eventually break out. Winner takes Hannah. It'll be fine.
Perhaps over the course of 2 weeks.
No, I think that'll work. I'll go for the parent option. I think that's great. Yeah, thanks. That'd be a really good
no
use of all that
problem.
money I've stashed. Yeah. We're gonna go back to Hannah, who's at the coffee table, and
I'm so
currently
sorry.
in front
You
of
are not.
in front of two Alanas who are bickering about the quality of poisons. It's like, well, I don't have the good poison anymore because someone took it. Well, it wasn't me. I know it wasn't you, but like, why are you gonna call me out on not having good poisons when you know why I don't have the good poisons? You know, like in front of. And Alana one goes, oh my god, really?
Can we all just take a moment to appreciate how bizarre this situation is?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, Alana really does have standards. In fact, they're all red flags.
Alana goes, look, do your job better. Get rid of all of these distractions and just be a better person. Promise me you'll do that if I'm the one that gets killed.
None of you are killing each other.
Yeah, I know, you'll say that, sure, whatever, but promise me, Lani, you'll give up on this sparkle armored distraction of yours and get back to your real passion, torturing people. When was the last time you did some outside of work?
Honestly, I think one would be proud of three. Three did take up taxidermy. It's been a wonderful hobby for her.
She probably
Oh, yeah.
would admit, well, I've taken up No. You know what I mean. I know.
Well, torturing you by using low-grade poison.
I know that we worried that there was a risk that if we took our hobby and turned it into a career that we'd get bored of it. But have you gotten bored of torturing people? No, I've just not had time. The taxidermy's been... You know you can't lie to me, and you definitely can't lie to yourself.
How did you come to Cantlot anyway?
I haven't thought about that in a while, says the DM. Came here when I was 3.
It's been here quite some time then. Elves and all that, yes.
Yeah.
Been here your whole life? Explored outside of Cantlot?
I've been outside. Always came back. Alana 1 is looking daggers at Alana 3, who's answering your questions.
You're welcome to answer as well.
I'm choosing not to because I am the one who asks the questions.
Uh-huh. And to Lana 3. No urge to go back out there?
I like it here. It's comfortable. I get to do what I like to do. Get pretty much free reign.
It's... How do I say this nicely? In a way that's accurate and also sugarcoated at the same time. It's a barely maintained chaos here in Cantlot.
Yes. It's a circus, but I'm the ringleader.
Oh, I wonder if she
Even-
was there for...
The most powerful mage here shakes in their boots when I walk past.
You know, I realize I'm sorry, this is a bit out of character, but I realize that if that statement is true, then the group who came in and just murdered her twice now must be absolutely terrifying, a terrifying idea to these mages.
So there's a reason they offered you a truce. Like, yeah.
This is why we're still
Also,
using this truce, yeah.
Barix is
Why they
confirmed
bring
to
it
have
back then?
feet, apparently, but yeah.
No, just boots.
Just
Just
boots.
boots, yeah.
Just boots.
He has a giant boots like from Mario that he just climbs into just so he can wobble in fear.
We go back
no.
to Grounded
It
and
has
Gargoyle.
So yeah, I was thinking maybe Varix just has a loyalty card for that shop that sells toiletries.
And Culver Centaurian goes, what? No. Beholders don't poop. No, nonsense. Anyway, you know all the things you need to do to get this good? You're good and ready for that? And then I'll just need my payment as well.
Let's see, 100 GP of powdered silver and iron.
Yes, correct.
A large transparent gemstone worth 5,000 gold pieces.
Yes.
And then 10,000 gold pieces as your personal fee.
No, that's not my personal fee. Those are materials for the spell.
So, what's your personal fee?
I need crystals. Weave infused. They need a sniff of magic to them, you see. And then what I'll do is I'll grind them into lenses and put them into the goggles. And then we've got the detect magic goggles.
Wait, I've got a question. So I don't know much about how magic works. When you say that it needs to be worth at least 5,000, does that mean we need to pay for at least 5,000 for it, or it just needs to be worth it and we can get a discount? Because that makes a difference.
I think you'll find that the weave really cares not for economics. Because if you think about it, if you go to a dungeon or something and you find a diamond worth 5,000 gold pieces and you haven't sold that diamond's actually worth 0 gold pieces.
Yeah, exactly.
Because no one has offered to buy it. But the weave still thinks it's worth 5,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
She'll be okay.
Wait, but if it doesn't care about economics, why is it measured in physical value?
It's just easy for us to do because the value of diamonds rarely changes. Unless there's a lot of murders going on. I imagine the price is going up in here a little bit, but I
heard a bunch of people came back to life.
Anyway, I'm bored. Let's get the show on a road. Intern, goggles on. Someone flip the switch. Get mage armors on, everyone. And goggles down.
Wait.
You've all got goggles, right? Well, no matter. Throw the switch. And
Imagine Rick now just tries to explain the first part of Das Kapital to us.
How long is it between
I need a
production?
constitution saving throw from Gargoyle and Grounded, please. As a blinding flash of white light goes.
Yep, I have advantage on these.
That is 14.
16.
Okay. Gargoyle, you are going to take 24 points of radiant damage. And it's like, all right, excellent, right, did it work? Did you dead again, eh? Right. Well,
2 HP.
we go again, another intern. All right, who took my calipers? They were right here with the bullet claw. Where's the bullet claw gone? Where's the
Gargoyle?
diamond carved into the shape of a western bull steak when you need one?
Wait, are the bullet claws around here?
Well, there was. I had one, and it's gone. You haven't seen it. You didn't take it.
Trench. No, Trench. I was actually asking Trench about them the other day, and she said there was a shortage of. I was actually
not
going to
taken
look
my
into
billet claw.
Arctic.
I imagine
Excuse me. I do not answer to such trivial titles. You will use my full name and title.
Magister Culver Centaurius Arctic.
Thank you.
How long is it between the construction of one of these pairs of goggles and the testing phase for them?
Pretty much instantly.
Hmm.
In fact, I'm not really changing them in between. I'm just seeing if different interns will have a better effect at the moment. You must always have a control as part of your experiment to ensure that outside influences, like, for example, whether the intern is an elf, or whether the intern has 2 eyes, or whether the intern has blue eyes, or brown eyes, whether the intern has green hair, that sort of thing. In fact, actually, have we done a green hair yet? Have we got a green hair intern? Someone fetch me a green hair intern and put them in the goggles, will you?
the level of chronology.
You've got to control for every possible outcome. You don't know what is going to affect the weave interlinks all of us now.
Question from Pixel. Does that mean that the goggles are surviving? It's just the students that are disappearing.
Yeah, the goggles are fine. The students are going. Boop.
Gargoyle brings out the temporal crystal.
Okay.
Will this work for payment?
This is pretty good. It was a strange one, isn't it? We'll give it a go. Thank you very much. All right, you just fetch the rest of the stuff, and we're good to go. Now, did I? You were the intern. Did I already order the bat's tongues? I suppose it wouldn't be a problem if I had twice as much bat tongue than I needed, and would there? Like, excess is never a problem. We go through the stuff, don't we? All right.
Gargoyle grabs grounded and we book it.
All right, you two be careful out there. There's no such thing as overprotection unless we're talking about protective clothing, of course. Then there is too much because we can only afford so much. All right, fire the switch. And there's a blinding flash of light behind you as you leave.
2 hit points.
You okay there, Goggle? If I had to measure your health on a arbitrary scale, I'd say you had 2 of something left.
Yes,
You just have the healer feet.
I
As soon as we
imagine.
walk out of the building, Gargoyle just collapses to his knees.
I imagine your massive owl eyes are like even more like woomph. No, actually, your pupils are going to be like really narrow right now, woomph, like collapsed into from the bright light.
Yeah, I think Gargoyle's going to faint.
Okay, Gargoyle faints. Grounded, what do you do? People are
I
looking.
I immediately pull out my healer's kit, put him in the recovery position, and I'm going to use expend 1 charge to restore. Let me just double check what it is again.
It's good that you put him in the recovery position in case he coughed up an owl pellet or something.
Which
You
he
now
thinks
do.
is feces.
Wouldn't want him to choke on it.
The
Okay,
only
so
reason we're
that's-
staring is because most people just don't crawl out of the school of abjuration.
Yeah, no one leaves.
16 hit points.
Okay, you gain 16
Thank you
hit
so
points
much.
back. And we're going to go one more time back to Ao and Hannah, who are at the coffee table. Ao, you're coming back now to the coffee table with Alana number 2. Alana number 2 sits down and goes, "Did you poison my drink?" And they go,
And
"No,
before
of course not."
No, wait. Before the answer, she goes, "Did you poison my drink?" Ao immediately grabs her drink, downs it, and says, "Yes."
Okay. I need to double check a rule for something. Pretty sure you're fine, but I wanted to double check.
I'm completely immune to digested poisons. I'm not sure if it stores the new I'm not sure if I have to expend the old poison to store the new one, but
I mean, it's probably the same poison.
What was your item called again? I'm just looking up the rules.
my
My brain's just
emerald.
blanked on it.
my item is called the.
Dionysian brooch.
Yes, there it is. Thank you.
That's it. Okay.
Which I'm just now realizing is reference to Dionysus.
Yeah.
Ao has taken the hobby of appreciating the fine tastes and complexities that poison adds to drinks. That is a hobby she has picked up.
Okay, just double checking. You're absolutely fine. I was just checking because this was a weirder poison.
If it's an ingested poison, I'm immune to it.
Yeah, you're fine. It does replace the old one, I'm gonna say. So you have, where's it gone? There we go. You have ingested, or you have inside your locket, truth serum.
Oh, I see. I'm going to take the bonus action to store that in my locket.
Yep, that's
I believe
fine.
that's a bonus action.
Yep, that's absolutely fine. So your locket fills with, I'm going to say
Okay.
it's like a milky white serum.
I have a favor to ask of you, Hannah.
What's up, Faya?
Can you? I will take over whatever nonsense duty you have promised these 3. Can you go help Grounded and Gargoyle with the hag issue?
I'm going to look at the 3 Alane and go,
This will be the last bit of reprieve you're going to get. I guarantee you.
is this amenable to you 3?
Sure, whatever.
Said I could leave.
You get a bolt. I'm gonna take a run.
I'm going to politely leave the table. I'm going to say, "Excuse me, ladies."
And then where Hannah stood, there is a Hannah-shaped cloud that slowly dissipates.
As
No,
you're leaving, the
politely
barista
walk.
comes over and says, "No, excuse me, your tab."
Their tab, yes.
Alana smiles at
I
you.
got it. And AO puts, I don't know, 10 gold. That's probably more than enough for coffee.
That's more than enough for coffee, even this many coffees.
I refuse to pay for Alana's drinks this stage of things.
Alana 1 smiles, Alana 2 and 3 look a little embarrassed.
Oh, and I say to the person tending bar, make sure whatever you do with the empties, go straight into hazardous waste storage as though it's magical material.
And the barista goes, "Yeah, sure, we do that all the time whenever Verixis is down for a coffee."
Excellent, thanks. Would not want people to get. Most people in this room. I look at how many people are in this room aside from the Alane and AO.
Yeah, no, that's fine. When we had
Yeah,
the delegates from the Sards,
yeah.
yeah, we had to do the same.
So Nick, how many people in this coffee shop aside from AO and the Alane?
48.
Okay. There's at least 48 people in this. There's at least 48 people in this room who I want to make sure aren't hurt. 49 will include the bartender as well on that one.
Thanks. Yes. So
and then there are the Hannah-shaped cloud at this juncture.
yeah.
Okay. So after that, after Hannah leaves, AO looks at the 3 Alani. Okay, first things first. We're going to have to do something to end the confusion between the you 3. So, AO points at Alana number 1. You're Isla. She points at 2. You're Lana. And she points at 3. You're Lani.
I'm sure they're all going to take umbrage of having the separate nicknames.
Ani Lulelo.
This is the best solution instead of the constant confusion and arguing.
Isla.
Isla, Ayla.
Isla looks at you and says, "No, I'm Alana." Those two,
You're all-
sure, but I am Alana.
You're all Alana. All 3 of you are the real and genuine Alana. I fucking hate revival magic.
If I remember rightly, this was your fault.
Oh, it very much is unintentionally, but I have a proper now that Hannah's gone, I can actually talk about the, I suppose, less moral issue that I want to bring up. I have an offer for you 3.
Okay.
It's more minimal than immediately trying to kill each other, which I'm sure you are all trying to do. You're all terrible people.
Of course.
I have a plan. I have a plan that will get each of you your jobs back with the Inquisitors.
Go on.
If things go right, all 3 of you be reinstated. You could all move to different fucking apartments or houses or whatever you have for all I care. How would not today, probably tomorrow. How would you 3 like a confession and the capture of the leader of the vagrants who have been running amok in this college?
Alana 2 looks at you suspiciously. Alana 1 raises an eyebrow, and Alana 3 asks, and I will have to remember their names next time because my brain is not going to remember their names.
I will send it in the Discord.
Yeah, thank you. And I will write that into my notes to be able to practice it. Alana 3 says, "What's the catch?"
In this case, the only catch is I don't want torture, and I want a proper trial. That's all I ask.
Trial would be better for us. Be more high profile. What
It'd
do
be
you
high
get
prof-
out of this?
What I get out of this is I get to confess my sins, which is exactly what I need to do. That is completely the truth, what I'm saying.
Why do you feel the need to confess your sins? Why now?
Would Ao feel that she'd be able to trust them with this information?
Probably not.
Absolutely not.
I mean, it's up
it's
to
my
you,
work.
but
You have reached a
might
point
be
in your life where this is the only thing you must do.
Classic Alana is here.
Technically, everything AO does is related to fey magic, which is an explanation for having to do anything.
Why I need to do it is irrelevant. What I'm proposing right here, right now. What I'm proposing right here, right now, is you three get outside of the other two being dead, you three get exactly what you want. You capture me. You most certainly each of you will get your jobs back, and you can go and live separate lives without interference with the other one from the other ones. It's a win-win-win. 1, 2, 3 win situation.
Alana 1 says, I don't trust you. And Alana 3 says, yeah, but you don't trust yourself either.
I will be frank right now. There's no trust between anyone here at this table. One of you has already hired me, tried to hire me to kill the other two.
Alana's 1 and 3 look directly at Alana 2.
And I have no doubt in my mind that the other two were planning the exact same thing. You were all terrible people.
Alana 2 looks judgmentally at a 1 and 3.
Alana 3 smiles coyly. Alana 1 keeps a poker face. Fine. Take the deal.
Again, this will all be done tomorrow. I did promise Hannah I'd keep you three from killing each other till she got back.
Agreed. That's the best for all of us.
And then once everything is said and done, once all of you have your positions of power back, your own homes, then you can go to trying to slowly kill each other. Because at that point, I won't give a shit anymore.
Fine. I can respect that. Come with us then.
Like I said, we're doing this tomorrow.
I know. And Alana 3 steps up. But we're going back to my place.
And Aya was never seen again.
Okay, let us go.
You're gonna love the things I've been working on. And we're gonna go to a break there. And yeah, so Ao is going to disappear for the session and is going to be looking at taxidermy.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm going to have to leave now because I have additional last minute errands I have to do today.
Let's go back to the game before it gets any worse. All right, welcome back, everyone. Yeah, so what's the plan?
Well, I go find these two.
Yeah, so you turn up and they tell you what the School of Abjuration have told them.
So, first of all, is the ring working?
Yep.
Grounded. Ring's working?
He specifically said not to remove it until the ritual, so.
Cool, good. It can turn invisible if you want.
Wait, what? I can
You
already
can
turn
turn
invisible, though.
You can make the ring turn invisible.
Okay. Oh, wait. Ring off. Ring on. Ring on. Ring off.
Yeah, there you go.
When you said ring off, I looked straight at the camera to double check. I'm like, is it time? No. Sad. Sad, Nick.
Cool. Also, don't die while wearing it. It'll get complicated.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Run me through the shopping list again.
Gargle's just getting up.
100 gold pieces of powdered silver and iron. Large transparent gemstone worth 5,000 gold pieces. 10,000 gold pieces.
I love that when Hannah arrived, Gargoyle was unconscious on the ground, and this was not a problem. Also, I think Hannah's camera is. And oh no, it's back. No, it's back. Never mind.
Yeah, back. Yeah, I flickered. Yeah. So I assume that the Gargoyle's back on his feet at that point. It's like, oh, but if Gargoyle's on the ground, it's like, you okay?
You know,
you need help.
After you asked about the ingredients, Gargoyle just like put up a finger almost unconsciously, and then he started to slowly get back up.
You don't need to lay on boot.
I mean, I help Gargoyle needs Prosec.
Yeah. 100 GP of powdered silver and iron. A large transparent gemstone such as corundum, diamond, or ruby worth at least 5,000 gold pieces. And 10,000 gold pieces. What's the plan?
I don't know. You probably should have thought of one during the break.
Do we know anyone who has a large amount of diamonds?
Hi. At least I have a large amount of whatever jewelry I was bequeathed as part of that.
Oh, it's all glass.
It's all glass. Then I have a large amount of glass. That'll help.
Yeah.
I
Can
don't
glass be
think
magic?
I think it's 10,000 gold pieces worth of glass.
Gargoyle touches one of the glass gems, the fake glass gems on the things, and then makes it light up. It's like,
it can be magic. I just don't think that's quite the price point.
If only there was some sort of morally dubious activity someone could hire us for.
If only there were contacts in the criminal underworld you hadn't both personally offended.
I mean, there are.
I mean, they started it.
There's still a contact in the criminal underworld you haven't offended.
I was playing nice.
It's Candlebones, yes.
Yeah.
That's what we can talk about.
There's
this.
also, there's plenty of places. There are shops. There's the God Hall. That's still going. The Bestiary is just about working. Most of it's under scaffolding. But, it's still working.
Gargoyle pulls partially out of his bag of holding Raynar's robe, just like,
We could hold this ransom.
Would that work? I mean, Rayna seems more like the type to just send assassins after us. Like, wait, maybe someone's already holding one of his clothing items hostage and we can get hired to recover it for him.
I think if we step through the doors to that tavern again, we will be shot at on sight.
Okay, so I do have a lot of gold thanks to our running through the... I was going to call it the metaverse first. The mailroom, wasn't it?
Oh, the Aetherverse, yeah.
yeah, no, it was more impressive than the metaverse.
You had
Yeah,
legs.
It's hard, I know.
You
This
had
one
legs,
actually delivered,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which, gave us a huge amount of money as far as I remember.
Yeah.
8,000 of which is in the Phlogiston Enclave.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of that got melted.
We could murder that necromancer again and see how much he's got.
So I don't particularly mind throwing a substantial fortune like that if it's going to help solve the problem quickly, but there are other things it could be used for, I'm sure. So, but any other alternatives at the moment? Let me throw 500 platinum pieces at someone going, fix it.
Can Granted actually remember any place she saw a large amount of those ingredients?
Silver and iron were pretty easy to find in VSM, where you bought the ingredients to make a bomb, if you recall.
There's
Oh, yeah,
a big
that was
crystal
fun.
in the mirror run.
There's a big crystal in the mirror run.
No. Stop with the eyebrows. If you keep doing that, your face will gif like that. It's the modern parental warning. I mean, yeah, like VSM for the steel and the iron, but that's the simple part.
Where is the crystal in the mirror run?
The evocation cascade event, and it does not like being touched.
That's not.
The no touchy crystal is very big on the no touchy bit.
This
Also very big,
'cause-
though.
Yeah, because Hannah wouldn't know about this yet because I'm not sure if she would have told her.
I wouldn't know either. I'm saying this out of character.
Just that AO came back slightly singed after going into it.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I mean, neither Grounded nor Gargoyle know about it, but there is a very large amount of diamonds that may include a very expensive gem. So the real question is if Hannah would mention this.
Which ones is this? Sorry, I'm trying to remember it myself.
The one Alana was offering as a bribe to assassinate the other Alanas.
Oh, I would, yeah. So I wouldn't know about the diamond reward because she hasn't. Oh, no, she's mentioned it in my presence. Yes.
Needs to be a large thing worth 5,000.
What would win in an adjuration ritual? One large diamond worth 5,000 gold pieces, or 5,000 diamonds worth one gold piece each?
Yeah, just like an entire massive crate full of industrial diamonds.
Trick, it was 5,000 one gold piece diamonds and one 5,000 gold piece diamond. It's a collection of 10,000 gold piece diamonds that she's got. Just to cover everyone's bases.
Remember, it doesn't need to
okay,
be a
so-
diamond.
This needs to be a big gem.
I wonder if do you reckon they wait. We know a stone specialist.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Also, if any of the gems that qualify can be found on the ocean floor, we can knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Or help a bird with 1 stone.
So that is probably an idiom that has not been popular in Scaventry.
I didn't,
Or in
Carol
Glarus.
didn't say it.
So,
Worth a shout. We can go talk to Petra about this.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Also, did the wizard say what spell they were going to cast on you?
I think it was do you remember Gargoyle?
Grounded of Work is going to be put into an inverse magic circle, will step out, ripping the hag out of her mind, and then the hag will be imprisoned.
I have no points in Arcana, so I have no rights to be able to work out what spell this is.
let me check something, because you don't actually need to be trained necessarily in this one, because I'm pretty sure this might be...
I love having a +0 to my intelligence score and no
you can
trained
make me an
knowledges.
Arcana check even though you're not trained, because this is a paladin spell.
Oh god.
Question.
No.
Can we assume after the last short rest, Grounded switched her proficiency to Arcana?
No, because you had your proficiency in... I can't remember, but one of the... Because
I thought I had one at the pub.
did we have a short rest at the pub?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
had a
know.
short rest at the pub.
Yeah.
Is it only short rest on your switching? If
I
so,
can
then that's
switch
fine.
short or long. Yeah, I can
Oh.
switch short or long rests.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I do an Arcana check as well to discern the spell?
Okay.
Just to feel smart.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, with +9, that is 27.
Yeah, imprisonment should work. Magic circle should work. All seems good to you.
For what it's worth, I rolled a 12.
You hope you get a shiny thing out of it.
Look, the magic checks out.
That's a grounded thought.
Okay. Match checks out. Let's go talk to Petra.
And we're back to Petra. We said we'd be back.
Yep.
Yep, grounded just burst straight through the door.
Where's Ao?
Petra,
Yeah, hi, Granted. Where's Ao?
I'm having coffee with Alana.
That's the Inquisitor, right?
Former Inquisitor.
Yeah.
She lost her job a few days ago.
Yeah, she's tried asking me questions before about things. Not about you, and she points to her leg, about that.
Okay.
Well, you're back, so I presume everything's gone all right. Got rid of the hag, right?
Not quite.
We're
We
in
spoke to the
process
Yeah.
of it.
we spoke to the abjuration guy. You know, the one who keeps killing all his interns.
Oh,
And
yeah, he's
yeah.
a riot. She doesn't look
Yeah.
like he's a riot when she says this.
He must have been very happy that a lot of the interns were resurrected for him to try again.
There's just an endless supply of interns for that man.
Yeah. He basically said he needs a 5,000 GP gem of some sort. Do you know where? You know about rocks? Do you know a good place to find one?
I know about. Shakes head. No, all right, okay. I mean, the quarry's not gemstones. It's mirror metal. It's not even really earth that's in there, you know. But I reckon you could get it if you went on an excursion to the elemental plane of Earth for sure.
How do we get there?
I know where you'd. No, there's one in the run. Well, there must be a way in. There's this creature that kept stealing materials. It's been there ages. Hopefully it's still alive. It's nice enough, but they eat minerals and gems. It ate a lot of mirror metal. I don't know if you've heard of them, Zorn.
Have I heard of them?
You can roll me a. These would be Arcana because they're planar creatures. Roll me Arcana. Is
That's
anyone
15.
else assisting? Because if so, I'll give grounded advantage, but I won't have you all roll.
I will assist.
Okay, this is the +6. So
Because these are, I think, technically elementals.
that is a 24.
24. Okay, Zorns are earth elementals. You know how there are water weirds? Zorns are like the earth version of that. The unusual thing about Zorns is they are intelligent, sapient, and neutral alignment. Like they're not going to just attack you. They just like eating rocks, you know, and treasure.
Just getting stoned all the time.
Exactly. They're huge fans of rocks and stones, and occasionally you find them on, because they're not locked to the plane of Earth. That's where they normally live, but many of them have slipped through from the elemental plane of Earth, and you do find them around and about on the rocks in Glarus, on the spires, and all over the place. Really, anywhere there's treasure to eat, a Zorn will be there.
Oh, would Grant have met one in Glarus then?
You probably haven't met one, but you probably would have encountered the marks of them.
If we're
They're
going into
quite
the mirror
secretive, and if basically impossible to find if they're amongst rocks. They have this perfect camouflage.
Pixel is a player. If we're going into the mirror run, we need to take along with us.
You can. There's nothing stopping you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get information on Petra about where generally this thing is in the mirror run while we chill out for a few hours.
It hung around near the quarry. It can't be far, but we never really succeeded in chasing it down.
That could be a problem. The quarry's full of gnolls again.
We assume.
Presumably.
There are tunnels in and out of the quarry. They're not... We don't usually go down them. They're a bit dangerous. They weren't made by us. They weren't made by the Zorn either. You could use them to get past. If you care.
Yeah, I'm more of a sky gal, but I can tunnel.
Well, if you look in the eastern wall, you'll find plenty of them. It's like something's chewed through the rock.
Wait, what did the chewing?
We don't know. We sent one person in, they never came back.
Wait, was it this guy? Is Joris still there?
Joris is still there, still asleep. Just, you get the feeling that maybe he's just now sleeping and really enjoying the fact that he's in the material plane again. Actually, no, he's probably waking up now, and Petra's like, "Can I make you anything, like a sandwich or anything?" And he goes, "I never want to see one of those again."
Hey, it's a nice salad. Nice salad with no croutons.
But no, the person we sent in there, that was just another researcher. It was years ago. We just boarded up the tunnels. We were going to get Warden to send a golem through, but it was too small. It was too narrow. It didn't fit.
So we go into these tunnels, find the Zorn, hopefully either bargain with it and steal one of its, and have one of its gems, or steal it, or punch it in the face and steal one of its gems. One of those three options. That covers it.
Yeah, I'm sure we can. If it has one, and we can give it something else it wants.
All right. Hope it likes glass.
Okay.
Let's hope it's not offended if it eats glass.
It might
Well,
work.
Yeah, exotic.
Might get a bit bloated, feel a bit shattered.
Did
all right.
I actually put these creatures into... Excellent, I've already put these creatures in. Good. Thank you,
Bottoms up. And Felicins.
Okay, yep. I'm just going to get a few stat blocks ready for what might be in there. There we go. So you once again pile through the mirror run, and everything sort of drips and melts around you, and you are back in the plane of mirrors. At the entrance, you say Felicitas, and you are allowed through. They haven't appeared to have changed the password yet. And ahead of you is a room of tiny lock boxes, and in the center, a sphere of just a black sphere. Anyone want to walk into it?
No, thanks.
No.
I mean, I try every time.
Can I just throw a copper piece into it?
Okay, you throw a copper piece into it and it immediately expands to fill the room and eats you all. No, it's fine. It never comes back.
Good campaign, everyone. See you next week.
No, you're able to make your way to the quarry, and you can, at this point, you've had one long rest and several short rests since everyone came back. So there are no sounds of combat in here. You peek in, and I'm going to need stealth checks, please, from people. We'll do this as a group check, so everyone gives me a stealth check, and we'll just need more successes than failures.
Oh boy.
Presumably, I'm not going to do very well at this, am I?
That is 20.
20 is a
Dirty
success.
20.
Okay, I got a natural 20 for 31.
That's 2 successes, because I give 2 for a natural 20. So yeah, Hannah, you physically can't, no matter what, you're fine.
Okay, given that I have disadvantage on stealth checks due to the armor.
Even a natural 1, you are fine.
I mean, yeah, 11 is my total there.
So you're fine. You sneak in, and you see in the quarry there are still some gnolls, and they are taking apart 3 mirror metal golems, and they are dismantling it and climbing all over it. They are on the northern end of the quarry. To the south, which is, well, you're on the southern end, and to the west of you, there are these holes in the walls. I think I said east again earlier, and I meant west, because I apparently never know the difference between west and east. But they are on your west. And you can see these holes. They look almost like termite holes, but a bit bigger, about the size, each one of them's big enough to crawl through yourself. Most of them are boarded up. There are a couple of new ones, it seems.
Crawling.
Grounded is just glaring at the north the entire time, while Anna and Gargoyle are looking at the holes.
I mean, I'm also looking at the gnolls as well, but kind of like trying to distract myself from that. Okay, let's get out of this room. Faster we leave this lot behind, the better.
So you start
And
crawling in.
I'm going to ask if I can use Spiral to work out if we can find the tracks of what we're looking for.
Yeah, absolutely.
And shortcut this process.
Yeah, roll me survival.
Molly
Because
is
I'm
back.
now, because I'm now suddenly trained. Because I'm now suddenly trained in survival thanks to Zephos the Player Trials.
Yep, may as
I
well.
want to use it first chance I get. So 23.
23. Okay, so you are leading the way in front of the other two. It is pitch black in here, which is going to be a slight problem for you. But you are able to sort of work out which areas are newer and which areas are older, and you stick to the older areas which you think are going to be less traveled on, and start to move through. Your survival does not yet find you the Zorn, but what it does do is get you in a pretty good position where you are able to hear the sounds of scuttling in this sort of warren-like structure that you're in, and you're able to pull Grounded and Gargoyle off into a side tunnel before a swarm of tiny little clockwork bugs rush past, and they are eating the stone as they go, and widening the tunnel ever so slightly.
Molly is back, and the way I imagine that the harpies might hide behind Grounded's leg, occasionally Molly is there as well.
Behind Grounded's leg or yours?
Behind Grounded's leg.
Excellent. So yeah, these tiny little bugs scuttle past. So Grounded and Gargoyle, do you have dark vision? You must have. You're an owl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
120 feet.
Yeah. So you two see it a little better. But Hannah, you can hear this scuttling. You can hear this metallic sound as thousands of tiny clockwork feet rush past.
What is that noise?
Any idea what those things are, Gargoyle?
Let's roll Arcana.
I think this is a check only Gargoyle could make, because these are constructs.
That's 11.
11, no idea. Just not something you've ever come across. It's not really your expertise.
Well, either an
Whatever we do.
artificer.
Whatever we do, I think we need to not look like rocks.
Well, either an artificer made them, or they came from the mechanical plane of order.
Could
They
be.
didn't look very ordered.
They do seem a bit chaotic. But Hannah, you're able to press on after they get past you. And we're going to turn this into a miniature skill challenge to get through here without getting overrun by swarming, biting insects. So we've had a good check from Hannah. What would someone else like to do to help get you through this?
Can I offer investigation to just put the pieces together and work out where the most likely place to look would be?
I feel like Grounded would be able to do that, because if Grounded's seen the marks of a thing before.
Yep. She's an
I think
outlander
you can
and
do that.
she
You've
grew up in...
This is really way more survival, but we'll take investigation. I'm going to set the DC quite high because you're doing this
In the dark.
well, it's not that. It's you're doing this with very few clues at the moment. From you haven't found any footprints yet of the Zorns,
Okay.
and all that. But yeah, you can do it. You can do it. I'll just need a high DC for this one.
The lack of footprints here suggests that we should check somewhere else.
Exactly. This is the kind of thinking. And yeah, you could definitely use investigation to sort of get this. It's just going to be harder than, say, nature or arcana or survival. But this sounds perfectly reasonable to me.
Okay, that is 13. So I'm guessing that's not going to be it.
That is not going to be it. You have this idea. You're like, it must be in this direction. And you start pointing Hannah in that direction, and you'll start heading off in that direction. And Hannah, as you're crawling through, you start to hear this swarm of creatures grow louder and louder, and all three of you hear it. Gargoyle, what would you like to do to mitigate this, as you haven't done a check yet? It doesn't have to be a check, by the way. You can use any feature of yours or spell or anything like that, whatever works for the situation. Sounds like a rush of mirror metal eating bugs are heading your way.
I'm going to use perception to see if there's anywhere that we can hide.
Okay, you're going to look for like a little cutoff point to get in. Roll me perception.
Yeah.
That sounds great. At disadvantage because you have no light source.
Oh, wonderful. That is 6 plus 5, that's 11.
That's going to be another failure. So the scuttlebug swarm crashes into you. And just you get bitten a lot, like as this happens. Yeah, so you're going to take... I'm just going to roll that. You are each of you going to take... Oh, that explains it. If I shift click it, it rolls a critical hit. That's why it's so high. Okay. Let me roll that again. You're going to take 18 points of piercing damage and 2 points of poison damage. The swarm passes over you, but it seems the swarm doesn't really care about your presence. They feel a little mindless, as if they're controlled by something else. Floor's open to all three of you again, though, now. Whoever would like to make a check or has an idea of how to get you through these caverns, you may.
I'm going to use a stealth check to see if I can sneak out a bit and get a better listen for these things.
Okay.
Not for where they are going, but for the places that they're not going.
I like that. Yeah. Roll stealth. I'll say this
probably
is
inhabited places. All right. That is 22.
22 passes. So that's a success. You're able to get out ahead. So as you squeeze past Hannah and then you pop out ahead and you find these areas, you start listening and you start looking and seeing where they're going. And you're sort of able to, it's sort of like with a stealth game, sort of plan out where they're going, where they're going to be, when they're not going to be there. So you can find gaps and move through.
Doing that thing that an owl does where it like listens out and it creates a 3D map within its head.
Exactly. So you're able to do that, and you're sort of planning this out in this local area, and you're able to move people through there. That is another success. Very good. What about Hannah or Grounded?
Right, Grounded go first.
Let's see. What have I got?
I'll go on mitigation if needs be.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I've got one.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use athletics to basically sort of run very quickly in opposite directions and make a load of noise? Then
You're crawling,
yeah.
so you won't be able to go very fast. You can use athletics to sort of move faster than you would otherwise be doing, though, because you're sort of half climbing, half crawling, which is fine. It's something you can totally do. To purposefully make noise and distraction, though, that sounds more like deception to me.
Okay.
But if you were doing it to like drag people through faster than they'd normally be able to get through, that'd be something great for athletics, for example.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, roll me athletics. I'm going to say that's a medium difficulty. I think that seems perfectly reasonable in this situation.
That is a 21.
21 just beats it. That's good. That's a good medium. And yeah, so you get to the front and you grab hold of Gargoyle's wing and you grab hold of Hannah's arm and you just start pulling and get them all the way through. And you don't make noise doing this. Actually, I will say, you do make a bit of noise. You kick a pebble. This is going to be the situation Hannah is faced with. Hannah, how do you ameliorate the fact that a loud resounding noise has just happened? So this is not a failure. This was always going to happen. It's just This is the evolution of the situation.
I think given that it's not on a point where we're likely to be completely destroyed by a swarm at the moment, it's probably now just a matter of getting us through as quickly and as sneakily as possible.
Okay.
And I'm going to lead the stealth check. No, I can't lead the stealth check, so it's disadvantage on that. Probably survival, just to try and find the best routes.
Survival
if we
sounds
miss it,
sounds good. Yeah. Remember, you can also
I know
use
it's
class
nice,
features and spells if you want.
Yeah, I don't have much in the way of spells. I don't think that apply for this. Let me just double check my list. I mean, I know? Problem is, it's not familiar to me. I don't think locate object's going to work here, is it? I think I need to know. I think I need to know the exact object we're looking for. We can't just. I can't.
I mean, you could maybe say just a gem worth 5,000 GP.
No, I don't think you can. I think you literally can't just say that. Is the problem?
Yeah.
It can try and find,
Yeah. Okay. So you could, for example, use it to find something that you know is in the run. Essentially, using it as a north star to guide you through.
Oh, I've got a fun alternative to that. What if I use it to find the largest source of metal nearby, seeing these bugs are trying to go for those, and then we go in the opposite direction?
That's good.
How long have you had this spell?
What, locate objects?
Yes.
I used it before to find U2 in a volcano.
It's true.
We could have used this so many times in the mirror.
And it's got a range of like not very much.
Okay.
Sorry, it has got a range of 1,000 feet. If it's something I've seen, I've seen closely, 30 feet if it's not.
But yeah, I think this is fine. But yeah, I think you can use that. So you're looking for. Okay, what is the Yeah, all right. Yeah, no, that's cool. I like that.
It'll be the closest, largest source of metal nearby to us, and then we go not that way, that way.
Yeah.
By the way, do you have like a coffee cup that you've brought with you, or I'll just get a pebble off the ground and then light it up for you, so you've got 5 feet of bright light and 5 additional feet of dim light for your
artificer tinkering. Let's see. So find the path. Locate object, not find the path. We're not doing that. Locate object does point out a large source of metal nearby. So that's an automatic success. Mark off that spell slot. That's an automatic success. Yeah. And you are peeling out of there, and you're just about getting out of there now. Can I have an investigation check from Hannah, please? This is not going to have a negative consequence if you fail. This is just for a piece of information that you might put together.
From everybody?
Just from Hannah.
From me, investigation. It's not a good skill for me, and it's sub 10, so 8.
8. Okay.
Can I assist?
No, not in this case. This would be just internally in Hannah's thoughts. That's fine.
It seems okay. Yeah.
And you pass through. And let me open my map so that I know where you end up. Okay.
For clarification, Nick's mic cut out when he asked for the investigation check. I'm not. I don't have the memory of a goldfish.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been occasionally blipping out. It won't come up in the edits.
I mean, yeah, I'm assuming it won't pick up on OBS. It's probably Discord doing its thing. It's
Discord,
again.
Which is why I clarified, because I'll just look silly in YouTube upload.
Sure. That's what makes you look silly.
So I'll cut this little bit out so you look silly again.
Makes me look silly.
Okay, I'm going to flip a coin as to whether you come out in an area you've been before, which is near the Zorn, or an area you've not been before. Oh, I tell you what,
he's using a D2.
Let's have a final survival check. I'm going to have this as a group survival check.
Wonderful.
All contribute. I need more successes than failures. If you succeed, you come out near the Zorn Cavern. If you fail, you end up in the Barrier Trench.
Look, everyone, I rolled a 7.
Okay, the survival proficient Hannah has rolled a 7.
That is.
I'll guess what I'm also proficient in.
It's a 3. Grounded, get a crit.
Best I can do is a 16.
Okay, one success. Grant pretty sure you should have turned back earlier, but you're pressing on. And you end up in a long corridor. And it's rimmed with statues. So this corridor is probably about 200 feet long. And you can see halfway along the corridor, there is this pedestal, and it's beautiful, ornate marble pedestal. And on it is a book, and it's sort of held up slightly. So you can sort of see that there's a book there, and it's basking in sunlight, even though there's no sun in the mirror around.
Beside this pedestal, is there a Nothic having an existential crisis?
No, the Nothic would have been the other way. But yeah, it's this beautiful book in the middle, and there's just statue lined corridor. That's it.
Given what's happened in the mirror run, maybe we should just ignore this book.
It's a beautiful book. It's glorious.
Although it is very shiny.
It is very shiny.
Glorious, even.
Glorious is definitely the right word.
We've not been in this room before, have we?
No. Are you gonna go touch it?
Can I make any checks beforehand?
The only person who can make a check on this particular item is Hannah. It is a religion check. Only paladins or clerics would know about this book.
Oh God.
Better do it quickly. Grant's about to go and touch it.
11.
Gargoyle grabs Grounded's hand.
That's above average for me.
This appears to be the Book of Exalted Deeds.
Oh, sweet. We can save time on Ao's confessions.
It is a very famous book. It is a legendary artifact for anyone who's positively aligned religious. It has its mirror somewhere in the world.
The Book of Our Darkness, yeah.
Yeah. The pedestal, by the way, is in... Oh, yeah, sorry. My bad, Grounded, and also Gargoyle. You would both know what book this is, because I forgot the pedestal is engraved in Auran, which I believe both of you speak.
Well, Grounded speaks Aarakocra, but I think that... Is that
That's
type
right.
Of Auran?
No, you don't speak Auran. No, Auran is a primordial language. So if you speak one of the primordial languages, you do speak Auran. They're all dialects of the same language. Gargoyle, I think you might have Auran.
I speak Auran.
Yeah, so yeah, you would actually know this immediately because it says the Book of Exalted Deeds.
If it's lying out in the open, it isn't worth it.
Grounded hears this and sobs just like centimeters from the book.
But would the ultimate trick
over
not
it?
be if it really was the Book of Exalted Deeds and there was no funny business at all?
200-foot corridor? Come on, Nick. Do you take us for fools? Full of statues, that thing that tries to shoot you with laser beams if you don't say a password. In the first room of this dimension.
These do not appear to be laser beam statues.
Yeah, and
statues,
the one in the entrance don't appear to be laser statues either until you don't say the password.
The
How
word
many
appears is
statues,
doing
may I
a lot of
ask?
heavy lifting.
How many statues?
There are, let me count them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So there are 42 statues.
That's a lot of
Why
statues.
they even put this in here? I mean, there must be some sort of security system, so why just have it open? Why not just have it in a box?
If it's 42 statues, it's probably a Hitchhiker's reference.
Good answer.
Okay, don't panic. We can leave this room behind. Yeah, but there you go, delayed pun there.
Yeah.
If that is indeed the Book of Exalted Deeds, and wouldn't put it past Cantor to have one just sitting in its joke of a vault, like joke in the highly lethal, what's they thinking sense. It will still be waiting here when we get back. We're kind of on a time budget with this one, I think. Yes.
Yep. Grounded pulls out a book and hands it to Hannah.
What's his book?
It's a book of jokes, which I've had since several, like, I think, well, to be fair, I've had it like a fortnight. Wait, no, like a month in universe time, but
Why are you carrying on a joke book, Grounded?
Grounded
I
her
stole it from a
going-
giant. I stole it from a shop that was a giant robot.
Grounded her that they were going on a cruise for a long time. Just like, I brought the joke book.
And ironically, the only party member who was around when I acquired it isn't here right now, so
It's just hard crashes at this point. Like, okay, great. That doesn't answer my question, but you know what? It's far more interesting than anything else that's happening today, and it's not going to kill me. Today has already been a day.
I imagine that wouldn't actually surprise Hannah too much, because if I recall, that shop was a rival of Merrifrith Winifrith's.
Yeah, but it's more the fact. It's more the fact that of all things that I'm getting presented with from Karaki at this juncture, it's a joke book.
Look, this seems incredibly suspicious, and it's on a podium. Do you know anything lying on a podium that isn't dangerous to take off of it?
I hear picture sales on a podium are quite amicable.
I wouldn't trust him.
I'm going to flip to a random page on the book.
Okay.
What is the nature of the joke that I get?
Oh, the joke book. I was getting.
Nobody thought these book. Fuck off.
I was gonna say, like, oof, spicy thing to do. We're gonna have to check your alignment. Okay. Yeah.
Did you hear about the wizard who couldn't get the plastic bag open?
No.
It was a cantrip.
Oh my god.
Yes, Pixel. Yes.
Oh, did you hear about the rogue who killed someone with a pair of shoes?
No, I didn't.
It was a sneakers attack.
Why do paladins wear chainmail? Because it's holy
I don't know
armor.
Why did the kid ignore the adventure?
I don't know. Why did the kid know the adventurer?
They were told not to talk to rangers.
Okay,
I have a few of these.
Those are the books. Those are the books jokes.
Okay,
The barbarian
so we're
did
going to
double
leave the
damage
book.
against someone who was giving him negative feedback. Who was
How do
physical
wizards
hits.
cook their meat at camp?
I don't know how do wizards.
I'm with Iris. You're all awful people. I will just have the book kill you in a second, because that's what the Book of Exalted Deeds does. Is it kills bad people.
The joke book. Oh, he's like, okay, you got these book. Okay. Right.
Well,
okay,
the joke book's slaying me.
The tunnel of letters here. So
Yeah. Roll me. You could all roll me perception checks to try and find sort of Zorn marks or that sort of thing.
What if we try to find Nord marks?
Hey.
Okay, that's a natural one. I find nothing.
No, you're just too busy looking at this book, which is really fascinating to you.
I'm just looking at all of the marks and just like, these indicate that the Zorn isn't here.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a 9.
A 9, no luck.
apparently it's initiative time because I rolled 4.
Ah, well, the Zorn drops on you. No. Let me think. Where would you go to? Oh my god, really? Oh, that would be a funny place to go.
Not the elemental disjunction room.
We don't have to do a skill challenge every time we go into the caves, do we?
It depends. I mean, you can go in there and wipe out what's in there if you want. Like, I have stat blocks for Scuttlebug Swarm, and Scuttlebug Queen. I'm ready. But no, I think after a moment, you probably reorient yourself, and you find a way back towards the cave because you think going 200 feet along a corridor is probably not the wisest idea if it needed to be near these caves. And you find a branch through, and I'm going to say you just automatically, because we're not doing this room again. You sneak past the Nothic. Because,
Gargoyles.
Granted, this we're leaving just for a bit of ham sandwich at it.
Okay, yeah, you distract it. You distract it with a ham sandwich, and you sneak through, and you enter the Zorn Cavern, which has always been right by the Nothic.
The rubate's cute.
The crevice under the Nothic's chamber that I've always said goes into a tunnel, that's always gone to the Zorn Cavern. And in there, you can see, as you go in, well, you can hear this shuffling around, and this breaking of stone and this crunching, and this and then two eyes look up, and then it flits into a shadow and tries to meld in with stone so as not to be visible. But what it looked like, while you briefly got a sight of it, is this three-legged, three-armed monstrosity. Rough skin that is covered in scales, hard stone-like scales. A massive open maw on the top of its head and a single eye that is flitting around, and these claw-like arms. I will put a picture in so you know what you're looking for, because this thing is hard to describe, but I've done my best.
A friend.
It looks like a friend.
Well, that is
And
very friend-shaped.
It's sort of scuttled and tried to blend in with the stone.
Also, only one eye I have noticed.
Yep.
Would we know this is a
We
Zorn,
thought-
or
We saw two eyes.
You did. Pleased you picked that up. There's more than one Zorn.
Oh, good.
Is that the title of this session? There's two eyes in Zorn.
No, this one's the trouble with triples.
Okay. So we be polite to the creature that lives here longer than us, and we make sure it doesn't see us as a threat, and then we see if it's okay with us messing with its things.
Yeah.
Sound good?
You can no longer see
Alright.
where the Zorns are.
I do not like that.
hello, Zorns? We just wanted to ask you some stuff about rocks.
You hear around you. None of you speak
Gargoyles.
Terran, right? Actually, Gargoyle, you can understand this because that's Terran's a primordial language. So you
Presumably
hear.
it's just like the occasional word rather than being fluid to it, though. Yes.
Gargoyle has unequipped his arcane armor, which is made of stone.
So the way it works is creatures that speak different dialects of primordial can communicate with each other. So you do.
Okay.
It physically says that on all of the primordial languages. So you can understand enough of Terran to understand that they are saying, shiny, 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 eat the shiny, eat the shiny, eat the shiny, tasty, 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 tasty treat. And then a Zorn is going to
I should
launch
probably
itself
leave.
at Hannah.
Yeah.
Land on your back and go, tasty, 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 tasty. And that's what you're hearing, Gargle. Hannah and Grounded, we're hearing. Yeah.
I'm going
Gargoyle,
to politely ask you to stop.
Gargoyle
Uh,
just thinks.
It's like, okay, I'll try to communicate with them, although it is an Orin, so there might be a bit of an accent.
can I grab the one that jumps on Hannah by the scruff of the neck? Or
It is all
equivalent?
neck, so yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'm assuming this is athletics to grapple.
Yes, absolutely. It will probably try and counter by using its own athletics.
Hey, wait, I've got +9 strength now. Is that right?
That is correct. I've just rolled a 3, so I'm pretty sure you're going to do all right. I don't think you physically can fail.
Let me just do this for fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so that's 9 plus double my proficiency because I have expertise in athletics. So that is 9 plus 8. So that's 8. Wait, no. Yep, that's 18 minus 1. And then add what I rolled. It was. Wait. 27.
27. Yeah, you grab the Zorn one-handed, just like whoop. And it's like, and 2 of its arms are like holding forwards, going, tasty, 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 tasty. You don't take any damage, Hannah, by the way. It wasn't actually attacking you. It was just like, imagine if you'd covered yourself in a meat dress and walked in front of the like extremely hungry dogs.
I don't need to imagine that.
Okay.
I don't remember that.
I knew what
I
to
got
imagine it.
walk around.
It just happens. It just keeps happening. Yeah, so you've got one of them. The other one is still invisible.
Yeah, Gargoyle
the
is
shields out.
going to try to communicate with it, although because it isn't Orin, it's going to sound
Points at
lost.
Gargoyle.
Eating that armor would be a very bad idea.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's great. Tasty though, tasty though, tasty though, tasty, 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 but not mine, not mine, not mine, not mine, not mine. Bad thing to do, but
Belongs to-
tasty.
Someone else.
Belongs to someone else, but tasty. They don't look like eating it. Maybe they leftovers.
Save it
is-
for later, I guess.
Important for keeping them alive.
Alive is good, alive is good, alive is good. All right, all right, all right. And it stops reaching with the arms and goes, pop it down.
It's safe to put it down now.
It drops and goes, thank you. What do you want?
We're looking to get a hug out of her head.
Too complicated.
We need a big, fancy stone for an experiment.
One that you can see through.
One you can see through.
Dessert spoon.
Can I use any check to try and decipher if that's anywhere close to what we're looking for?
Yeah, you can use. This is gonna be a slightly weird one. You can either use intelligence persuasion or intelligence history.
I think I will use. They're both as bad as each other. Intelligence history, so that's 16.
16. Oh yeah. So a dessert spoon, as it called it, or as dessert stone, as Nick's brain was meant to say. That would be a clear gem, for sure, for the Zon. The Zon's on the same page as you, and is likely to lead you to a large gem.
Yes, that.
Of course. Well, we've just met. We will share food. Of course. And then says a sound that you cannot repeat. Which is like, it sounds like gravel rolling over gravel. And the other one pops out and goes, Daisy. It was like right under Hannah. It sort of pops out right next to her. Aha! Daisy. And the other one goes, no. Guests. We are going to serve them food. Food.
Yes, thank you for the hospitality.
And the other one tells you, "Oh, guests speak language good. You have picked up language well. Very proud of you. Very proud of you. We will find you nice food. What food do they want? Dessert stone. Dessert stone. Dessert stone. Oh, yes, we get dessert stone. We've got good dessert stones. I raided a vault. You raided a vault? Yes. I raided a vault last week. I got dessert stone. Very big, very big, very big. Was going to surprise you for in-universe St. Valentine's Day. Oh, that is very nice of you. I have come up with Valentine's Day there for Valena's Tide. Oh, for Valena. Oh, you shouldn't have. And they run up together and bend over and put their giant mouth up against each other several times.
See that.
Hey, takes off to understand this.
Come with me. We have big dessert stone. He's good for guest.
All right, Gargoyle follows and then beckons the others.
So they walk kind of like they look like they're a lot more fast and smooth when they're burrowing, like that they almost like swim through the land. But when they're on land and just walking, not so good. Just they're quite slow.
Wait, so Gargoyle, that thing they just did, is that how they communicate?
What thing that they just did?
You know, where they just pressed into each other and...
No, that was a bit more intimate.
Aww, that's cute.
By the way,
I didn't get to see it though.
The reason that Gargoyle's other primordial language's accent is German is because he comes basically from Atosian Germany.
Yeah, it's true. And so they bring like, come in, sorry, we have not cleaned up. And you look in and there's scattered stones all over the place. It's quite dusty, but you're not sure if that's a good or bad thing in Zorn culture. Like, come on, please take seat. And they sit on these unusually shaped stones that it's quite difficult for you to sit on because you don't have 3 legs, you have 2.
We all have 2 legs, so it might be difficult for the seat, but we will try.
Well, we are trying best. Thank you for perching. We will bring the dessert and we will eat together.
Grounded perches with the boots of climbing. Gargoyle is able to perch naturally because he's a bird. I want to see how Hannah does this.
No, Grounded learned to perch as a kid.
That's true.
Yeah, but the boots of climbing help probably.
I am simply going to try and emulate my 2 avian brethren here and try to perch as well.
Okay, please roll me an acrobatics check.
Hannah transforms into an owlin.
I'm not transforming into an owlin, but I am rolling a 10 on acrobatics.
Ooh, this is not that hard. Yeah, this is not that hard a thing. Average check is 15 in film.
Oh.
But it's,
that's awfully high.
Not really.
Because you expect to be rolling with a bonus of some sort, so...
Yeah, like +2 at level 1, so it requires you to roll better than 50. Anyway, math talk, no.
Yep.
No, it's
I
not.
fail a lot more at earlier levels. So they go, yes, dessert stone, and the second Zorn goes off to a load of rocks and goes, where did I put it? I hid it under pile, and starts eating some of the rocks. Oh, a little snack for me first. And then comes back with a giant gem. It is, I'm going to say it's an emerald. It's a massive emerald.
Oh,
wow. It is about the size of my face. Dessert stone, I found it. And the other Zorn goes, it's beautiful. I love you.
I wonder where they found this.
In the
I
vault,
found it in the vault.
How do you know what I'm saying? How do I know what you're saying?
Very good question.
We're expediting the conversation.
They just go, here, and they put it on the table and they go, let me get you some cutlery. Just a little Zorn joke. Of course, you can use your mouth.
We need to bring to laboratory, so Monster The monster in her head
Monster.
can be taken out of her head.
Monster. Roll me a persuasion check, please.
Oh, charisma's my worst.
We shouldn't be talking so much.
That's 7.
No. You've got to eat. You can't assist. You don't speak the same language. Gotta eat. It takes a bite out.
If only someone could cast comprehend language on me.
I mean, I could, but like,
Might solve some problems. You know, the one character that's designed to handle all the talky situations.
or if I'm going to burn a spell slot,
Fireball.
no. Yeah, that's a 2nd level spell.
Watch this be way
Gargoyle.
worse than giving Hannah the ability to talk to them. I guarantee it.
Gargoyle is like, it's the size of your head, right?
Yeah.
So that could probably work. Now I'm going to use trickery. Gargoyle is going to open his mouth really wide and then appear to bite into it, and at the same time that he's doing that, he is going to cast Enlarge Reduce on it to reduce its size.
Enlarge Reduce, can you tell me what components this has?
Well, I have an all-purpose tool +2, so. But usually the component is a pinch of powdered iron.
And the other 2 components?
Oh, those components.
Yeah.
Visual, somatic,
Verbal and somatic.
Verbal,
There's no
somatic.
visual component. Verbal and somatic. So you have to make loud mumbo jumbo noises and you have to do jazz hands at the same time while doing
but
this.
maybe I just look excited.
You know what? If you want to do that, give me a deception check.
Why?
Because you are deceiving.
I know, I'm just asking the universe why.
You're not casting deceive creatures, in which case you might get an automatic success. You're casting reduce.
I mean, who doesn't do jazz hands around the food before they eat it?
Yeah, that's the deception you're doing. You're hoping they don't catch on to the fact that you're casting magic when they've got an intelligence score above a commoner.
Yeah, okay, well that's 2.
What are you doing? And they just try and bat your hands away before you're able to complete the spell. Food, just eat. And takes a bite, and the stone, the emerald is now smaller. Nom 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 nom, like that. See?
Well, eats the emeralds.
Wow.
Can I assist that?
Yes. Roll me a Constitution saving throw, please, Gargoyle.
I will point out that because you are in my radius, you do get a bonus to it.
Well, bonus
Yep.
is that.
I think it's +5, but I might be wrong.
And please mark off the spell slot for Enlarge Reduce.
Okay, then that's 27.
Yeah, you get +5 because you're within 10 feet of me.
Yeah, okay,
You
27.
unhinge your jaw and swallow, and this is, I mean, you're an owlin. This is, this is a little more viable for you to do it. Swallow the gem whole.
Now we just need to wait a few hours.
We really don't. I could cough it up at any time. We just need to leave.
He's an owl who can just come up as a pellet.
Can you cast Comprehend Languages on somebody else?
I don't know.
I don't.
It's not a paladin spell.
Yeah, it's not very spell either, so I don't know.
Does have a range of self. You can only cast it on yourself.
Yeah, it's on self. Yeah.
There is a spell that lets you give it to other people, but I think that is much higher level. And artificers can't take it, it seems. 3rd level. Tongues.
The tongues. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so you've swallowed a massive emerald. That probably feels quite unpleasant.
Yeah, Gargoyle is rubbing his stomach, which looks like, oh, that was such a fantastic meal, but it's actually, oh, it's so sharp.
The Zorns look at you and go, no manners, you ate our thing. What about friends? And they gesture with all three of their arms at Grounded and Hannah.
It's fine. We had large dinner on way, I guess. I understand the universal gesture of what about them, I guess.
I just feel bad about not giving you something. So they're going to take a small sack and fill it with stones and hand it to you. A snack for on the way back.
Oh, that's
sweet.
lovely. Well, yeah.
Grounded makes sure of putting one in her mouth. She's not going to swallow it immediately.
Yeah, that didn't work well last time.
Yeah, she's just going to give the impression she likes to just suck on it.
Okay.
Like a gobstopper.
Good to savor the delicious foods.
Lovely. Really satisfying.
Gargoyle is going to give each of them 2 gems worth 100 gold pieces.
These are beautiful, delicious. And they just shove them into their mouths and immediately eat them. Delicious.
So, thank you
what kind
so
of gems
much.
were they, sorry?
Just 2 worth 100 gold pieces.
I will roll
I have
randomly
a bunch
if that is an aphrodisiac to the Zorn people. It is. Excellent.
Oh, congratulations on bringing out the D1.
You gave them sapphires, which are, of course, little blue pills for them.
Again, I'm amazed that you rolled a D1.
Yes, there was only one option, of course.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. This is wonderful. It's not even St. Velena's side, but please
I
leave
think
now.
I'll ask you to leave.
Yeah, I just like hurriedly.
Just mesh their massive mouths together.
I wish I had that type of relationship.
You could.
No.
I mean, Alana's pretty into you.
There's 3 of them waiting at home.
Like,
Okay,
I think people who want that sort of thing like, isn't it?
I wish I had that. I wish I had that type of relationship. We have that type of relationship at home. The relationship at home.
I assume we navigate back out of the mirror run before I unload this.
Yeah. You navigate back out and then hawk up a massive gemstone in Petra's living room.
Yeah, there's.
Come straight out and just go, hawk.
The plan succeeded.
There's 2 mice skeleton in there as well.
Well, that was harrowing.
Yes. We're gonna stop
Hold
there
over.
because Hannah was.
one final thing. Yeah, Hannah has to go vanish for a week, which means a week of game time or at least session time. So I guess I'm going to go stopping Alanis from killing Alanis.
Yeah, you're gonna go catch up with Ao and see what's happened and stop the Alanas killing the Alanas. We're gonna stop there because it's really, really, really warm. I am melting. And
Also, I'm in pain.
yeah, also Gargoyle's in pain.
Yes.
But you've done a lot this session. You got a lot accomplished, I think. And it's been very silly. But yeah, I'm gonna stop super quickly. Take us to the outro screen.